to go and investigate the locations on the map that lined up with some of the investigating that the wizards did. And I think the first direction they recommended, but you could go to any of the markings on the map, was across the bay north of Kuzunawa. You guys did like a bunch of shit in town, bought some stuff. What else happened?
We spent it like a good couple of months in town, waiting for the job to arrive.
Yeah, just like some. It took a long time for them to sort of sift through a lot of old records and stuff, and like they had to send away to Masami some information that they requested from the archives over there, and with some digging through whatever archives the castle also had, they sort of came up with this sort to the conclusion that the chromatic kings have possibly returned.
Dun dun dun.
So, what would everyone like to do?
Are we on the boat or are we about to go on the boat?
Well, we sort of left it like you just left the institute after getting briefed. I think you guys sort of talked about that was what you wanted to do.
Because you guys paid for the travel to get on the boat.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it did. Yeah. So yeah, we can skip to on the boat if you want.
I have nothing else I want to do in town, so leave it up to everyone else.
While we're on the boat, I would probably write a letter for my grandfather
Okay,
saying that I'm not dead.
that's probably a good thing.
And not to worry about me. And yeah, that's probably it.
So do you have like parchment or anything?
Oh, I have that paper stuff. I have ink and
If not, we can just say you pick some up in town.
oh, I swear I had some.
Yeah, you got 20, I think.
Yeah, I don't know where it went though.
It's about halfway down. Look
Oh
in
yeah,
your
yeah, cool.
equipment
Yeah,
under
yeah,
P.
yeah, sweet.
20 sheets of parchment.
Yeah, so I'll just like write a heartfelt letter,
Alright.
saying that I'm okay. At this stage, I don't know if he knows yet, so I'm not gonna disclose that I'm not actually at the traveling as a privateer. I'm just gonna say that I had, gone back to Port Royal, and that I'm okay.
Alright. Where does he live? In Eastfield.
Eastfield, yeah. And I'll probably, since we're already on the boat, I would probably find one of the guys on the boat and see if I can pay them to send it for me once they get back to Port Royal.
There is a Royal Mail post office in Kuzunawa where you're going.
Oh, okay, cool, sweet. I'll just go there then.
It's one in Eastfield, Old Town, Kuzunawa, Kathabi, Masami, and Port Royal.
So all the big towns.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's a silver piece per letter.
Yeah.
Packages would cost more.
I don't know when you said that in my head, I'm like, per letter of the letter, and I'm like, fuck, that'd get expensive quickly.
So it would only take 24 hours to cross the bay. because ship is a little bit faster than walking, and it can travel continuously for the 24 hours. So it's like 3 travel days in one.
Mhm.
So you get there. I think we said you left there midday, got there midday the next day.
Do we get a long rest during that time?
Yep, and anything else you want to do on the boat, you can do as well. It's kind of just like a ferry or a merchant ship that just travels constantly back and forth from Kuznawa to Port Royal. They just ferry stuff back and forth. There's probably even just mail bundles on the boat itself, and they carry them back and forth. You couldn't necessarily just say, "Hey, take this with your mail," though, because it would have to be sort of
Processed.
organized and set. Yeah.
Yeah, so you couldn't just walk up like, here's a letter, take it for me. You'd have to pop them in.
And yeah, so there's people just traveling overnight. So like all the decks will be full with just people going across the bay, and there could be like even wildlife, not wildlife, wildlife
Livestock?
on board. Yeah, livestock. That's the word I'm thinking of. In cages and whatnot, just traveling back and forth. And yeah, it's a pretty busy, bustling sort of ship. Decent size.
I'd want to just chat to the party and just be like, just say to them, how thin do we want to try and spread ourselves while we're working here? Obviously, I could get some less, more under the table kind of work, possibly back in Port Royal if we end up back that way. Or do we want to focus entirely on this and worry about that kind of stuff later?
I'm more
I
interested
mean-
in
What was-
following this for the moment, just
What
because it
was-
seems.
Yeah, what was the? Obviously, I was there, but absent-minded. What was the importance he stressed upon us? Like, is it just like go over and have a look at the utmost priority, or is it kind of just go have a look? And...
It's more see what you can find. It's
Yeah, there wasn't
Yeah.
really a time frame as such, but
So it's
We're
not
we're
like
getting paid monthly.
We're not fighting someone. We're not saying, hey, get there before this person gets there. It's kind of like
There's
hey,
no
we know
like
of
immediate
this,
threat. They're more
that we were
trying to investigate more. They're not sure. They haven't got as much information. So
yeah, even our info's not great. It's a couple of locations, but it's. Look, I mean, 100 gold a month is nothing. I just got to leave it. Sarah,
if a good enough job comes up, like definitely like happy to detour. But yeah,
Sarah, is 100 gold a month a lot of money, or
nah.
like, no, 25 each is not. I mean, that took me years to save, but like, that's just pocket change for you, isn't it?
I guess yeah. I'm probably asking the wrong person of what's a good amount to survive on.
I don't know. I mean, we were eating fairly well for all of us and sleeping for 2 gold a night. I guess 100 between us we were living pretty comfortably while we were in Port Royal.
It's probably just enough to maintain us. We're not
Yeah,
getting
I would-
ahead.
Yeah,
So
I
I
would
think-
say it would probably cost around that 20 to 30 gold per D&D month. I don't know what it's called.
It's called a month.
Yep.
So, well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe while we're investigating, it's probably in our best interest to try and pick up more little, like the goblins. You know, maybe more things we can do while we're doing that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like go everywhere and look if they've got jobs, and if something really stands out that takes us a day out of the way, then that's only a day. But if we're going to be gone for another month doing another job, then that's
Gotta be a high-paying one.
yeah.
I mean, I don't mind doing that, but I also want to have a look at this, this, this thing that we need to kind of recon.
Also, we
I'm
gotta
kind of-
keep an eye out for Kai's parents. That's probably pretty important too.
I'm kind of worried about what this may mean. I mean, it looks like they were whatever these things that they were looking for. It was spread across this whole continent.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, Master Lucindel was pretty freaked out about it, or seemed pretty stressed.
And the fact that like there's a certain level of secrecy about it as well. It's not like something they want to advertise.
Yeah, and the fact that like this has something to do with the 40-year long war.
And it sounds cool.
It does sound cool. You know, it's for our first first year as adventurers. It's not something small we've got ourselves wrapped up in. And who knows? Maybe if we do a good enough job, they'll give us a bonus of some kind. Let's face it, like even if not money, I'm sure they have some fairly amazing artifacts there that you know, most of us can use some form of magic one way or another. I'm sure a mage academy has something that could be useful to us.
Yeah.
Actually, Key, are your powers magical?
Whose?
I
Guys.
don't know. I don't think so.
Well, I mean, I saw you teleport, not that, you know, a couple of months ago now, but I saw you teleport. That's
That's
mean,
something I learned in the Fae, and it could even come from my connection with the Astral Sea. But I'm not casting Arcane that I'm aware of.
you're gonna see Aiden just sort of nod when you mention the astral sea, and he's gonna just say to you telepathically, so I might need to have a chat to you later about the astral sea. This is between you and me.
And as you say that, I kind of shrug my arms and shoulders, and you kind of see this kind of projection of appear of my arms for a second and then disappear.
Whoa, what was that, Kai?
I think I'm getting closer to drawing more from the Astral Sea.
That's totally cool.
Does that strengthen you, or is it like an armor?
It strengthens me.
We can all do some weird shit.
I don't know about me.
I don't sell yourself short, Ren. You're as weird as the rest of us. Don't stress.
Yeah, I guess we are pretty weird.
Anyways, shall we maybe get a bit of rest before we arrive? I mean, do you guys want to have a good explore of Kuzunawa, or do you want to just get straight going to that location on the map? I've never been there, so I don't know what the place is like.
I've never been either. Interesting enough. So maybe like we should be semi-familiar with it, and at least check out the jobs board, maybe an inn to stay at. Make sure we have enough gear for like the travel and all that. Make sure we have enough food, all that, you know, basic stuff.
I don't think that's a terrible idea at all. Well, let's go then.
DM.
Yeah.
Enchanting.
You're very
Yeah.
interested in this.
Can I so it says I can disenchant a common item to receive 1 essence, right?
Yeah, I thought about this last time you were talking about enchanting. So I'm like, I thought I'd want you to be able to use essence from even like lower level things that you disenchanted to maybe put towards a higher level thing if you wanted to.
Cool.
So I sort of added all that shit about essence
Cool.
amounts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would like to, while we're boating across, practice and disenchant some of my shit.
Okay.
So I have a dagger and a spear that are common. So I'm considering I'm still learning. I'd like to try and disenchant them, depending on how long it takes and if there's enough.
You've got magic spear and dagger?
No, they're common.
But are they common magic items?
No.
Well,
I see.
What are you disenchanting?
So you spend an hour going through all the motions and looking through the instructions, and you think you did it all correctly, but then you realize
Doesn't
at
break
the
down.
end that
Yeah.
oh shit, they're not magical.
That's alright. Like I said, still learning.
Yeah, exactly. It's good. Yeah. So it would need to have magical.
It'd have to have something imbued into it. Yeah.
Like the Char's cloak is magical.
Common. Yeah.
Common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I see you doing this, I just kind of hide the cloak and back out.
Oh, we've all got our cloaks on, don't we? Our matching cloaks.
I assume so. I bought you all
Yeah.
cloaks.
Yeah.
These things are beautiful. And
Yeah.
who made the image of them in chat? Was that you, sir?
I edited what Yar put in there.
They look fucking fantastic. And that's exactly what I imagined them to look like, so well done.
Is it
Yeah.
white inside as well?
I'm not sure.
It is now.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Or is it just the lining?
Nah, I think we're saying that looks sick. Let's just
Yep.
they all look like that.
That's what they look like. We're going with it.
Okay.
I thought lining, and I did the inside, and I was like, "Is that what he meant?" I wasn't sure.
Nah, I like it. It's good. It takes away the intensity of like the dark perspective of it. So
Yeah.
So three of us are matching, and Kai, you've just got a headband with the symbol, don't you? Is that right?
yeah, so he's
No,
got
I
the
have a
same
cloak.
color, but his cloak he can make look like ours at will. So that's why I didn't bother getting him one because it was like
Just like, ching, it just changes.
yeah, his can flash. Boom, 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 boom.
So did we? I forgot. Did we find out where Kai's parents might have headed?
No,
No.
haven't really asked around. Out of character, I have a little bit of an idea of a scenario, but I need to run it past Sar first.
Okay.
All right.
But I'm happy to not let that kind of affect the story. If we find it, we find it. If not, then it's a motivation for us to move around. But
We
Doesn't have
asked
to be
around, but no
pivotal.
one's heard or had any record.
So I've written a letter for my grandfather, just to let him know I'm safe. Do you think your parents are kind of worried about you, sir? I mean, it's been 2 months. I'm not sure. Or
me,
are they away enough
No.
that they won't even notice?
I left a letter before I left, so I'm not concerned.
Yeah.
would they not send someone after you?
It's been 2 months.
I mean, you'd think the first place they'd look would be Port Royal, wouldn't you?
I think
Well,
we're
there
good.
is some towns from Old Town, but yeah.
I know. I'm happy to just keep going.
Or just
Pull
go
just
with-
pull like the cloak of my hood over my head.
Shall we continue to Kusanao and then?
Let's move on.
All right. So it's getting to the late morning. You guys all woke up maybe a few hours earlier. It's about the time when the boat starts to pull into the port, and you place your feet onto the docks, and you're now in Kuznawa.
I think you've lost half of your picture here, so. Oh no, that's just me. I'm an idiot. Continue.
I knew that.
Thank you.
What would you like to do?
Ren wants to mail his mail, so we'll probably ask someone where the royal post is.
Yeah, before we get the boat, we can probably ask. Twice.
Yeah. Who do you want to?
As I get off the boat, the people sort of probably tying the rope around the, sort of the, whatever those poles are, or sort of docking. I'll be like, do you guys know where the mail house is?
Yeah, we offload all our mail into the Royal Mail over near the center of town there. It's not too far. Just head down this road. You'll see it. So it's
Okay.
sort of, yeah, there.
While we're leaving, I'll just lean him and go. While we're at it, the job board for privateers. Is there one in the town, and whereabouts is it?
Yeah, probably. Go have a look at the keep in town. Should be some guards around that'll be able to point you in the right direction.
Thanks, buddy.
Is this town a bit more coastal and not as sort of built up, distinguished, or?
Yeah, it's a lot more beachy.
Yeah.
As you come along, like if it's not like near the docks or near if it's not sort of near the docks, it's pretty much a lot of beach.
Cool.
Especially to the western side of this map that you're looking at, there's just like full on beach there, and you can probably even see like dots of people in the distance sitting on the sands and stuff.
What time of day is it again?
Morning day.
Midday.
Midday. Okay. Alrighty. I'll just gotta drop this at the good old mail place.
Yeah, so if you guys head in a bit, it's not too far. You come to sort of the center of town.
As I'm walking off, I'll say, "Wow, it's beautiful here."
How hot is it here?
It's warm. It's a warm, sunny day. Probably like 25, 30 degrees.
Oof.
And we're wearing cloaks.
Just push it all back so like we can breathe a bit better.
Yeah, like I'm wearing mine sort of like a cape right now.
Yeah.
There's a good sea breeze going on, so it's not too bad.
Lovely place. Yeah, if we're gonna buy like a Ark's headquarters, maybe we should build it here.
Nice and peaceful.
We should at least just like get a beach house or something.
Let's just
Let's
do
do
it
it.
far away from the town.
Let's do it. I've got 40 gold. How do you think we're gonna do?
Yeah.
We probably need a bit more than that.
Probably need maybe about like 1,000 platinum.
We're
don't-
almost there.
I don't think I've even got one. We'll get there. We'll get there. We're still starting out. We're all
Pretty sure
young.
it's- I think a platinum is only 10 gold.
Yeah.
I have 4 worth. Yes.
All right. I'll drop into the mail house.
While Ren's doing that, I'm just gonna hang out the front and like look around, sort of see what we can see.
I too will do the same.
Not wander too far, so when Ren comes out, we don't lose him.
I'm just sort of looking around, but nothing exciting. I'll be within view of everyone else.
Forgot I changed my push to talk key. What the fuck? Yeah, so similar sort of mail place to Port Royal. It's the same system, so the buildings are similar. The setups inside and whatnot are similar. Out the front, they got like the crates with the maps and stuff in them. So you can get like maps of the town and whatnot, maps of the isles, and just general sort of info and stuff as well. Any sort of stuff you might do at a post office. You walk in, it's not too busy. There's an old dwarf behind the counter. He's like, "Hey, how are you going? What can I do for you?"
I would like to mail this letter to Eastfield.
Eastfield? Yep, no worries. Do you need it there today or tomorrow? What sort of just standard
mean-
postage?
Standard postage is fine.
All right, no worries. It's just 1 silver for that. You can grab an envelope off the wall over there where we got some stacked up. Chuck your letter in there.
I go and do that.
He sort of says, make sure you fill out the where you want it to go once it's in Eastfield. And he sort of details like name of the person receiving it and whatnot.
Okay, so I fill those things out. Do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, hand it back. He looks it over. Looks like it's good to go. He says, "Yep, no worries. 1 silver. Anything else?"
No, that would be all. Do you guys sell maps here?
Yeah, we got all sorts of maps of the towns, and just a map of the isles if you're after it as well.
The overall like sort of this area here, including the mountain areas.
No, we don't really cover. We don't have specific maps of anything detailed outside of the towns. Just the towns themselves and just the overall isles.
Okay. I'd like to get a map of this town, please.
No worries. It's just another silver for that to cover the costs of the parchment and whatnot, the printing.
No worries. Here you go.
Thank you.
And then I back out awkwardly.
Have a good day.
Thank you. And then I go back out.
Nice.
So guys, where do we go from here, eh?
Job board.
What time of day is it? Is it do we arrive in the morning or
Midday.
Midday.
midday?
What did you
Um,
guys say you were looking for before? While he
We were
went
just
inside?
kind of looking out, I guess, just observing the surroundings while he was posting the letter.
Have a map, guys, of the town, just in case we need to do any extra stuff here, like you know, provisions and whatnot.
Yeah, good thinking.
Would have been very useful when we first got to Port Royale. Smart work.
How are we traveling to this area? Now, we can have horses and things, which I think was discussed, the transport, which is part of the monthly gold allowance that we're given. Or we could walk it, and that way we're not liable if we lose a horse. Plus, if we get into shit, we don't have to worry about the horses themselves.
Yeah,
We can
I
be
think
stealthier.
that this being it looked like a mountain range from what I saw on the map.
I do have an idea of how to keep the horse safe if need be. If we get one on the smaller side, like a donkey, I could cast a spell and make it look like it's something that they wouldn't bother attacking. You know, a rock, a tree, a bush.
That might look a little bit strange if a tree is just sitting in front of a cart.
I didn't say it was a foolproof plan. I said it was a plan.
I don't know. What do you think, Sarah?
How far in, when we look at the overall map, how much scrubland do you think we have a direct path to it? Because there could be a point where we actually can't take a cart to it and horse, so we may have to abandon them at one point. Are we willing to do that?
It seems like a poor idea.
There is a road that sort of runs north by the looks of the map.
Oh fuck.
Oh, this is a lot
Yeah.
further than it looks on
Can
that
we
big map we got.
I think
Can we see
maybe we
those
should
mountains?
walk until we can afford horses individually. I think horses,
Yeah.
like a horse and cart, is very limited. But at least if, like, one day we can
Yeah.
all afford horses together, then that gives us a lot more, like, mobility to put them together. And
When push comes to shove, we're all relatively fit people.
it's not going to hurt us getting the exercise. I think
Not
that
really,
the 2
though.
months of sort of working on our conditioning and stuff definitely helped.
I mean, I was working out with Kai. We were doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and how
10K
much were
runs.
we? 10K
That,
run.
that wasn't my That wasn't really that hard for me.
That was his warm
Mine
up.
was real. That was more the mental challenge for me. I was meditating, and if we were doing stuff together, you probably would have noticed I was more kind of like piccoloing, where he's in that like mental state, going through battle meditations and like sweat pouring down his face, but like not actually doing anything.
All
That's what I
right,
would've been
Kai. You don't have to
yeah.
rub it in, okay? Just because I was struggling, okay? God, I can see
You did
it.
good to keep up. You did good to keep up.
But look, I have abs now, and it's like show him abs.
I go up and poke it.
Ow.
I
We need to
have
strengthen
I
up those
have
abs.
an ab.
So we're walking.
I'd say walking, but I think we should check the job board before we go.
Yeah,
There might be something on the way.
I agree.
I'd
It's
say
not
the-
It's not bad to get news of the road north as well. If that's the direction we're heading. It gives
Yeah.
us a head up, kind of like what the goblins were heading south from Old Town.
It might
Well-
be worth talking to a merchant to see what the roads are like that way, just so we can get a bit of lay of the land.
And if we
What-
can understand any like specific landmarks that stand out, we're looking for a cave, but that's very unspecific, right?
Well, do we spend a day getting that info and spend the night here, or considering it's still early in the day, do we make this quick and
It is the
get on
middle
our
of the
way?
day. We still got to get food. Maybe stay the night here and then we'll go. First thing in the
Yeah.
morning. Get a full day's
Well,
travel in.
Get
Based on
stuck
the
on that ship.
based on the advertising on the bottom of Ren's map here, it looks like this was the birthplace of the Big Kahuna Burger. We should probably check that out.
I mean, it's still pretty early in the day. I mean, did
I
we
don't
eat
mean
something in the...
I don't mean now. I mean tonight.
Yeah, sounds good.
How's everyone
So-
looking for rations?
I have about 17 days worth.
I have 18,
I have
but,
7.
should I have taken any extra off while we were doing stuff?
I think we're eating rations when we're in Port
From
Royal.
Yeah, I've been taking mine off on the daily.
it was pretty much just the travel across and then the travel down. If you didn't want to eat the good berries, then we were eating rations. I know I consumed a few. I've got 11 days worth, so I'm gonna want to get more rations just in case.
Yeah, I'll probably get another few. Shopping then?
So rations, discussing
Job board.
the road and the job board.
Yeah.
The road ahead and the job board. So let's do the easy ones: rations and job board.
Sounds good.
So rations you can get from the general store, or they also have like some markets just down here.
I'm gonna go check out the markets.
So it's not too far from the main square. You walk down the so the Glimmer Road, the one in the bottom right, that's the one that heads north on the main map. So this map of the town itself is actually, the top is the south because you're coming in from So the Glimmer Road goes north around the Isles. No,
Gotcha.
sorry, wait. The Glimmer Road goes northwest on the Isles towards Masami. Sorry, I got that mixed up. Hyperion Highway on the right goes northways.
Yep.
This map's
Around the
essentially
island.
upside down.
Yeah.
Well, north is to the west.
North is to the south, basically. If you flip this map completely upside down, it would look as it does on the big map.
Yeah. Yeah. It's upside down. I think that's right. Yeah, it's right. I think that's right.
Hyperion Highway goes north towards where we're heading, correct?
Yeah, around the bay.
Yeah, so take west, move north.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. It's basically, yeah,
Anyway,
it's upside down. I could probably flip it. But I'll do it.
we're all good.
So, shall we go get some rations?
Yeah. Do you, Aiden and Kai, want to look at the job board and
I actually just thought I'm actually might want to go to like a leather worker. I want to get some standard kind of braces for my just for my forearms.
I'll come with you, Kai. We'll do the job board after we check out the leather work. I don't imagine that'll take too long. And I'm pretty stacked on rations right now.
All right, we'll go to leather worker and meet you at the job board.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Do we all know where the job board is?
It's-
Is it the flag? on the
Yeah.
map?
Show him the map.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right.
We've all looked at the map. I assume at this point we'd have some idea of where we're going.
Okay, cool. Just confirming.
Oh,
Had to flip horizontally and vertically, I believe. Okay.
It's pretty cool.
This is correct. This is correct now. Okay, I just got to move the shops around.
all right. Well, whilst I was doing that,
It doesn't matter. You just do whatever you want.
well, as
Yeah.
me and Kai are walking in alone, I'll have a chat to him as we go. So, what can you tell me about the astral sea?
It's just a forever expansive void of I don't know really. It's really hard to explain. It's just it's kind of like I don't know. I can't explain it.
The reason I ask is that uh, when my powers changed, that was because I was hit with a blast from the astral plane. I've been told it was. Well, I'm assuming it was from the astral sea. It hit me and sort of, I don't know, modified my mind a little bit.
Unless there was a tear, as I said, I kind of channel the energies from the astral sea.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's possibly where my powers are coming from now. It seems like the psychic powers I always had have just been amplified up to a 12, but in return, it's basically cut off all my connection to nature. But, I thought maybe you would understand if that was something normal to happen, to get hit with a blast of it while sitting on a mountain.
If I was the same class as that character, if I was the same class as like Beauregard, I'd like punch you and like do extract aspects to find out shit about you. But
that'd be useful.
but no, I don't have any of that.
So you have a constant access to the astral plane, essentially.
Yeah, I can draw off some aspects. Like, I feel like I'm connecting to someone like that I've known before. I don't know how.
I mean, that's quite different than. That's quite different to how my powers work, but be interesting. It seems like we've got some sort of connection there. Our powers seem to be coming from a similar location, just very differently.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't have more information. I'm trying to meditate kind of daily on it to strengthen my connection there, but I don't have a lot of answers. I just know the monks from the Fae, they taught me a lot of these procedures, and the more I developed, the stronger that I'd be able to become. And I've just been doing their teachings to have that stronger connection. So maybe the monks in the Fae may know more because they have a more solid connection to the astral sea. But to be honest, I'm not even sure if I can get back to the Fae world at this point.
I don't know. If you ever find a way back, I'd be interested to go with you. Maybe I can learn a bit about what's going on with me there. But on that note, whatever you decide to get from this leather worker, it's on me. I feel like I owe you a fair bit after what happened in Old Town. don't think I'd still be here if not for you.
I appreciate that. I don't think it'll be too expensive.
No, I was kind of hoping you would go for something a bit bigger, but
out of character, there was something in the last session that between you and Sarah said I gave you something while they were in that meeting and I didn't care about it. What was that?
Oh yeah, no. So on our very first mission, I found a like a pin, and I gave it to you to say thanks. But then during that mission, it was brought up that we found that on those guys, and I thought, shit, it might have been important. So you handed it over then. So this is why I'm trying this again.
Okay.
It was just it was a little silver pin worth 10 gold. It was not much. It was a token from our first mission together.
I don't know if I got that because I don't have it in my inventory.
No, it was then given to the mages.
Okay.
At the academy, so it just did a lap and left.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I want to jump into the leatherwork and just basically pick up some stock standard braces. So they're non-armor class, whatever. It's just for flavor, really.
All right. There's no specific leatherworker. The general store might have something. So you walk in there. It's pretty simple. It's nothing huge. Maybe 20 feet by 20 feet. The shop itself. You go in. The person behind the counter greets you. Says, "Hello. What can I get for you?"
There you go. And I'm after some just some like leather arm braces, just for a bit of protection, similar to what like archers would use, where they have like the guards on them from the bowstrings. But I want a bit more coverage over the entire forearm.
All right. Let me see what I got. We don't really specifically sell those, but I might have something out the back. Let me go have a look. He comes back like a couple of minutes later. He pulls out these old sort of leather arm guards. Pretty much exactly what you're talking about. It's like a archer's sort of thing that they would wear. He says, "I've only got the one because I think the archer that sold these to me was right-handed, so he only had it on his right hand. I think that's how it works."
Okay.
Actually, it would have been left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can give it to you for 3 gold pieces if you like.
Sure. I turn towards Aiden and he pays because he said he would.
All right, thank you. Anything else I can get for you?
No. That's all I need. Thank you.
All right, see you again.
See ya.
Thanks, Aiden.
He offered, so. Then I guess we make our way to the job board.
Yeah, so that's towards the barracks in town. Just go back to the town square. You take a left once you're in the main square, heading northeast. You walk up to the keep. They have small sort of wooden walls around this barracks itself. There's a guy out the front, watchman. Said, "Hi, what business do you have with the watchman?"
Not really with the watchman. We're just here to review the local job board. We're some adventurers that are just looking to see what's available.
All right, then head in. I'll get the watchmaster for you. See if he's got anything available.
We got a few other people coming, so maybe we'll wait till they all arrive.
How many?
2 others?
Sorry about that. Eve was coughing her lungs up. We had to move her to Zoe's room.
It's okay.
So who's there now?
So I think it was just me and R doing stuff, and the other 2 were.
Yeah, Aiden and Kai. They're.
I love it. I love it how it's always Key Kai. It's exactly what I wanted.
Kai Key.
So what are you other guys doing?
We're getting rations.
At the same store?
So
No,
probably-
we've gone to the local, like the fresh
that's
market. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, there's a bunch of different vendors there. It's not as anywhere near as big as Port Royal, but there's definitely plenty of different varieties of vegetables and a few butchers and whatnot. Chicken, beef, mostly.
Okay. So I'd look for like a place that sells sort of like dry sort of meats that like we can use as rations that will last a long time. But I'd also try and look for a store that has like a delicacy that's more local, something that we might not have tried before or tasted before. And I'd probably ask one of the stall owners if like there's a specific delicacy like associated to like this region. Like a special sort of fruit or something that they might have that we don't have anywhere else.
Are you looking for specifically vegetables?
Just anything that's gonna sort of we can use as rations. If you've got like dried fruits or stuff like that, meats.
Yeah, there's dried fruits. Simple enough. Things like apricots, apple. Is apple? I don't know. What the fuck do you dry?
Yeah, you can dry everything.
I don't think you dry an apple.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, dried apple. Yeah. Have you not had dried apple?
Yeah.
It's really
You can
sweet.
dry all the fruit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got some nuts and stuff there as well.
Sweet. I'll kind of like just make like a homebrew sort of like ration kit that's like a little bit different to like the generic rations that you might get from a general store. Using that sort of stuff, fruits, nuts. They'd still get some like dried sort of like jerky meats and like beef or whatever they've got.
Yeah, so when you go over to the dried beef stall and you ask about a delicacy, the guy does say, "Yeah, we do have something. It might not be your type of taste. You humans don't really like it." Obviously, like as you guys have sort of been walking around, it's a very heavily populated dwarven town.
Okay.
Probably the largest population of dwarves probably on the Isles live in this town in one sort of place. And the dwarf at the stall says, "If you're after a delicacy, I got something for you." And he comes back with these dried sort of, they look like meatballs.
Okay.
And he says, "Yeah, you can take some of these if you like. One of these will do you really well for a meal for a day."
Okay. Are you game, Red?
Yeah.
They're not expensive,
Okay.
Cheaper than other things we got.
Okay. Cool. That sounds great.
So he gives you some of those.
Lamb spread.
What does it smell like?
It's dog. It's cooked dog, isn't it?
Just like any other sort of dried meat,
Cool. Sounds good.
So, how many rations do you want?
For myself, I'm probably gonna get like another 9 days worth.
How much is a ration? It's like 50 copper, or what is it?
5 silver.
5 silver for a day?
I think so.
Damn, that's expensive.
Let's see. If
Um,
I had 9. Yeah, 5 silver for rations worth of days.
Okay.
So 4.5 guy. 4.5.
Yeah. You can do the math.
I just remove that.
Anything else? Ren, did you want something?
I think we need to get like camping stuff, don't we?
Oh yeah, maybe a bedroll. That's the general store, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we need a mess kit, tinder and bedrolls.
Any, like tents or anything like
Dried meats and fruits and nuts we can eat without having to cook. It's only if you really want to cook stuff.
Oh, that's true. But just in case, maybe.
If you want, yeah.
Yeah.
So a bedroll's 1 GP.
I'm gonna.
A mess kit is 2 silver. What else? Two-person tent is 2 GP.
that? Oh, Aaron, it was 3 gold for the braces, just so you know.
Thank you. I'll remove them now.
Should we get tents or should we get?
I mean, if you're gonna carry it, because I'm already like struggling with my backpack as it is.
Yeah, it's 20 pounds.
How we'll buy 4 and I'll carry yours.
4 tents.
No,
They're
4 bedrolls.
We have
'Cause-
bedrolls.
Do the other guys have bedrolls?
I don't think I do. I was gonna retroactively say, hey, I don't have a bedroll. I should probably buy one while I was at the general store.
Oh, you're speaking telepathically.
Caca, caca.
Let's just say you buy me one now, and I'll pay you for it.
I'll just buy 3. I swear I saw Aiden have a bedroll, so I'll just buy 1. Do you need one, Sarah?
I do. I'll give you the gold, but I can't carry it.
No,
I,
don't
I try
worry,
to like. I'm like struggling to carry my bag.
I'll buy all 3. I'll buy a mess kit and a tinderbox. Yeah,
Tinderbox is 5 silver.
tinderbox.
Now I understand why we get a donkey.
Have you got all the money you need to take away?
I've
Yeah,
taken off the rations and
Any other shopping?
Oh, I would have. How much were the rations?
5 silver each.
Okay, I would have bought. I'll buy 5. Hold on, let me just write this down.
Was it 2 GP for a bedroll?
1.
1.
I'm removing one so you can.
Yeah.
No,
And I
it's all right, I got it, I got
I
it.
gave you my gold for mine as well because you're carrying.
No,
mine,
you
so-
didn't.
Yeah, I did.
God damn it.
All right. Yeah. So all the shopping's done. Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
All right.
Uh,
so
Message board.
yeah, if you guys are sort of
We'll just
know
wait for them
to
catch up.
meet up at the watch post, sort of all head that way. Aiden and Key are at the gates, and they see you coming up they see Ren and Sarah coming up the road. You sort of meet up and you say, "All right, so it's just you." The guard says to you guys, "It's just you 4 then, is it?"
Yes.
Yeah.
These are the rest of the party.
All right, head in. The watchmaster will be with you.
Aiden's still not good with guards. He sort of just stands at the back and doesn't want to speak.
That's a surprise.
Get a dick. He's got no problem with gods.
Yeah, so you head in to the first room of the watch post. Guard greets you, sort of brings you in. Says, "Yeah, take a seat. The watchmaster will be here in just a second." You wait for like a minute or two. He comes in, sits behind the table. Is like, "What can I do for you?"
Just wondering if you have any jobs available or any news that you can provide us about the road to the north. We're the adventuring group known as ARCs, and we're just looking for any sort of tasks that we might be able to help out with in the local area.
Are you registered with the guild?
Yes, we are, and I'll pull out like our registration papers, show them.
Let me have a look. Looks it over. Takes down the number, sort of like the registration number,
Mhm.
and then he hands you back a piece of parchment, and it looks like this. He's like, "This is what we have going on at the moment. A lot of orcs have been raiding the roads to the northeast of town. They seem to come out of the hills and raid caravans and whatnot, heading up towards the."
I like the name.
Ah.
Great, that sounds perfect. We'll be happy to help you out with that.
Are you specifically looking for any orcs? Do you want to take them all out, or are you just
No,
looking for their leader?
It's the leader.
Mister doesn't want to talk. Read the paper.
What evidence do you need returned? Do you just want the leader's head or something?
That should be suffice. Yes.
Okay.
Can you tell us anything about the leader?
Oh, this guy's very chatty at the back of your group here.
Not gonna bite, sir. Not gonna bite.
So yeah, like I said, read the parchment, and that'll be it.
Great. We will do our best.
All right. Anything else I can do for you today?
Is there anything else to know about sort of heading to the path north, sort of along the mountain range or anything like that? Any weird activity or news, gossip, rumors, other interesting facts?
Besides the orcs on the road, not particularly. There is an orcish watchtower. They're a lot further up the road, closer to the highlands. So basically, if you leave from here, that's sort of your first point of safety in between here and there.
Okay.
And it's run by the orcs from Gromrock. They're a little bit nicer than the feral ones that roam the hills.
I understand. Is there anything in particular that makes the feral ones stand out opposed to the ones from Gromrock?
Yeah, the Gromrock orcs will usually talk to you before beating your skull in.
Good to know.
The feral ones just yell, "What?"
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Does anyone else have
Makes
any other
sense.
questions? Aiden?
No.
I'm just gonna telepathically say, Sarah, not a word.
Very well.
All right, then. Good day.
You too. There you go. We now have a job, I guess. On top of our other job.
Wow.
Alright, let's do
Does
this.
anyone know anything about orc leaders and history?
Nah. I don't know much.
Okay.
Okay. Make some sort of check. History. What else is there?
That's what I went for.
Yeah.
Got a 16.
I've got 11, so you know more than me.
Sarah would know stories that she might have read in books, or just things that people say about how orcs are just sort of the worst type of rampaging scum that just kill everything they see, and similar to goblins but in a worse type of way.
Right, so kind of the same genre as goblins, but we had a good interaction with that other goblin, so maybe we might be able to find a orc that's willing to help us in the same manner.
You're gonna try and find a friendly orc to help us with the feral orcs.
I mean, who better to know their kin than their kin, right?
No, it's actually not a bad idea.
If we'd come across some on the road that looks sophisticated or from Gromrock, like there's no harm in asking. Maybe something that like might tell us what distinguishes a chieftain or a leader from a general orc.
I'd imagine it'd be better dressed, better armored, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but if they're wearing like a headdress or like a specific type of fur, or I don't know, much like our king would wear a crown.
Okay. Shall we head north then?
I think it's a time to go.
Let's do this.
So
No.
did we just say we're going to spend the night in the town though?
That didn't
Oh.
take as long as we thought it was going to, I think. So we'll just go.
Where would you like to go?
Up the path.
The north kind of pathway, I think.
Yeah, northeasty sort of way.
That kind of like has this path up here.
All right, so you head out on the road.
Yeah.
Up the Hyperion Highway.
Yep.
And you get about 4 hours in before it starts to get dark. You're well out of vision of the town by now. It's semi-wooded area. It's not thick, but there are a lot of trees around. The road is...
rock croppings where we could like be up against to kind of force some shelter.
You can make a perception check. Take into account maybe the last hour before the sun goes down, sort of scouting a good spot or something.
As the sun starts going down and I can't see either, I'll cast light on just like a rock and use it like a torch.
Yeah, you're unable to really find. It's a little bit hilly, but you don't really see any rocks or anything.
Stick. I can cast it on anything.
You can cast it on my headband, and I'll have like a glowing
I don't know.
radius.
Let's just
Head torch. Perfect.
I forgot. Can you see in the dark, Kai?
No, I think I may be able to have some assistance from the S06 at some point. I know some of the monks weren't as impeded as I am, but for now, yes.
Okay. You guys want to take first watch? One of you two guys?
Sure.
And I can take second.
I'll stay up with Kai. We've both got useless eyes in the dark. We can work together.
What's the dark?
It's what we see when it's gray. It's what we see when it's grey, or what they see when we see grey.
I never see grey. It
Oh.
just looks normal.
Never mind.
I'm just messing with you. I will take one of the darker watches.
All right.
So I guess me and Kyle take first watch.
Yeah.
Perception checks though.
A little bit better.
Oh, that's not good.
Key during his watch, Key hears a distant sound of maybe an animal of some sort, sort of crying out in the nighttime, but it's not often. It's like happens maybe twice during your time on watch. But besides that, you don't see any movement in the trees around you or the grass or the bushes or anything.
Any type of animal I might recognize to be aware of? Like, obviously I know what a wolf is, but was it something other than a wolf?
You're not really sure with that perception check. Just
Okay,
like
so
a
I heard
cry
a
of
sound.
some sort of animal. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Um, your watch sort of comes to an end.
alright. Alright, kick Sarah.
It would be probably me first.
Well, isn't
He kicked
kinda
me.
towards me?
I'm awake.
Because that's the kind of the darker stint.
Oh yeah.
Da, 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 da. 10.
You too hear sort of like this squeal of sound in the night. It's you hear it maybe 4 or 5 times.
Over like a couple of hours or like quite close?
Over your watch.
Yeah, okay. I'll wake up Ren. Like after my watch, assuming that nothing happens.
Would I have woken up during the howls at all or no?
No, no one else would have heard it if you were sleeping. It's very faint, distant.
Okay.
And Key didn't really tell you about it, so it's not like it's something that he was necessarily concerned about it. Like you can, like you're sort of experiencing it for the first time in your eyes. Sarah, that is. Do you want to roll perception for your watch, Ren?
Yeah. Oh. Oh snap.
Nice.
You too hear this sort of yelping, this sort of crying, howling mix. It sounded closer. Like, well, you don't know how close, so they would have heard, but it sounds like it's relatively close. You hear it maybe consistently for about 20 minutes. But then the
how
dawn
close?
sort of comes.
How close is it?
You don't know, but
Oh.
it's pretty close. Like it's 20 minutes of howling and crying, yelping.
Okay. How far into my watch do I hear it?
Towards the middle, and then as the sun sort of starts to come up, it succeeds, and you don't hear it again.
Um, I wake up. I mean, I assume that Aiden would have had enough time to sleep in that time. Um,
Yeah, I guess so.
I just say, hey, Aiden. Um,
What?
did you guys hear howling at all during your watch?
Howling?
Yeah,
I didn't hear anything. You know, a couple of crickets and whatnot, but nothing out of the ordinary.
I
Um,
I I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's maybe your. Do you remember that wolf that was following us around?
Arcanine. Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
think he was following us around still?
Did he
What
come
the?
on the boat?
No idea.
Doubt
I
he,
mean,
well, it definitely didn't come on the boat, but I mean, it's hard to say. I can't talk to him anymore. I've lost that ability.
oh man. I mean, what? I mean, he could breathe fire. I mean, what if he could, you know, fly? I
Fly.
don't know.
What if you
I
could
did.
No
tell?
idea.
I
What if
did
he
hear
can?
a
What if
couple
he
of
can?
howls, but nothing
Are you telling me you
too
think he's
worrying.
evolved to the point he can fly now?
I don't know, but maybe we should just check.
I'm happy to do that. Do you want to leave these two asleep, or do you want all of us to go?
Well, I was commenting on this conversation, so I would have been woken up by it, and I would have had enough
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Do you
I
want to
don't know.
leave Sarah asleep or get her up?
Maybe Kai and I should just check, and then you watch
No,
over.
we should all go as a group. Pack
Okay.
up and go.
Okay. Maybe should we wait until Sarah's awake?
Sarah, you had enough sleep yet? Sun's up.
Sarah's gone or dead.
Well,
I'll look around for Sarah.
I mean, I'm still in my bedroll.
wake her up, Kai. I don't want to
Well,
wake her up.
I was standing over her saying, "Have you had enough sleep yet?"
Oh god.
Sunrise.
Yes, I wake up. 2 hours later.
Hey Sarah, we need to check out this thing. I don't know if you want to like keep sleeping, but we kind of don't want to split the group up. But I keep
That's all
hearing
right.
howling.
I'll come. I'm all for that. Should we pack up everything before we, or are we
Yeah, let's
coming
pack
back?
up, ready to go.
I don't imagine we're coming back here. Let's pack up.
Yeah, let's do it. And then we'll pack up, and then we'll go in the vicinity of where the howling was.
So like off the road.
Yeah, well, yeah, cautiously.
Friends like this. You're the one that heard it last.
If we say cautiously, I'm gonna. That was a good start. I'm still very sleepy.
I'm a little bit better.
I attempt to stealth and just like fall into bushes and make more noise than what it would have been just to have like walked normally.
Oh, I rolled 10.
So 55 out of okay.
14, I think.
Something like that. What, 12?
So you sort of make your way into the bush in the scrub off the road. Which way are you going? East, west, where?
The way, well, wherever I heard the howl.
Okay. So that would take you maybe to the west a little bit off the road. So you're just wandering.
Yeah, just
An
just
hour goes by. Another hour goes by.
We should make our way back to the road. We haven't heard any howls since.
Okay.
Can
If
we
that's what-
can we check to see if there has been any disturbance around here?
Yeah. Can we check to see if there's any tracks or anything?
All right. Did you want to do that at the road, or did you want to do that where you sort of are after?
Along the
Okay.
way.
Kind of where we are, and then on our way back to the road, just to see if there was anything around.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
kind of almost would like to think we were looking the whole way there.
make a nature check.
Both of us.
Yeah, that was.
It's kind of survival is generally kind of like for following tracks and finding things like that. What's nature?
Yeah, nature or survival.
Survival's a lot better for me.
So as you're traveling, if you're sort of looking for footprints or something, disturbances in the brush,
Yeah.
you can notice like some leaves and some bushes have sort of been trampled, and you find some shit occasionally just in the bush as you're going along.
Could I tell him what kind of animal it was from the shit?
That would be a nature check, I think. Right? I don't know.
Probably.
Lore about terrain, plants, animals, weather, and natures.
I would say
Looks
nature.
like shit.
Yeah, you're not really sure. It could be.
Is it big?
It's decent sized, probably
Bigger than human?
half a foot of just a pile of shit on the ground.
It's Triceratops shit.
Is there
Say
any
half-
any blood or anything like that?
Blood in the shit?
No.
I'm trying to see if it's got like
It's got bowel problems,
yeah
stomach ulcers.
Like the disturbances.
You don't see anything like that.
Okay.
Let's just make our way back to the road. Make it a bit easier journey for ourselves.
Okay.
I'll try and follow to see if that path that we were leads back to the road, or if it like potentially looks like it was going the other way.
What? What? Which?
So obviously I found some shit where there's some tracks. I want to know if it was leading towards the road or if it was just going back the other way. As we go make our way towards the road again.
Okay. So you'll have to do another survival check to see if it's sort of on the way. If it's directly on the exact same path that you're sort of traveling or not. Okay, so with the 15, you notice just occasionally like a tree is sort of trampled, like a small bush is sort of trampled. A pile of shit is there, but there's no like connecting sort of pathways or anything that you can tell. It's
Okay. We just make our way back to the road and continue on for the rest of the day. Unless anybody
So-
else wants to do anything else.
No. That's okay.
So you get back to the road and then you keep heading north.
Yeah. Yeah.
So an hour goes by, another hour goes by.
I'd like to eat one of the dwarven things that we got yesterday.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
does
me
it taste
too.
like?
I'm good.
It's probably about lunchtime now, actually. About time when everyone's sort of getting hungry. If you pull one of those out, take a bite of it. It just tastes like meat, just some sort of like compacted, dried out meat. Maybe a little salty from the drying out. Like, don't they salt it?
Yeah, they
Is it-
cure it, yeah. These aren't bad, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why they
It's
said
actually
that
pretty
we wouldn't like it, but anyway.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing, right?
No, I actually like it.
Those good berries that Aiden used to make were a bit... No offense, Aiden.
I know, they tasted like shit. No argument.
Wait, can you still make those?
No, I said pretty much all my nature powers are gone.
Oh man, Aiden. All right. Obviously, looking at the map, at what point do you think we should start, sort of cutting into the grassland here?
I mean, we've only been on the road for a day. Seems like map-wise, there's still another day, maybe following the road up,
Yeah.
and then maybe cutting in straight. Does anyone have like? Is anyone good with being able to follow like directions and going like due west? Nope. Do we have a compass? Oh god.
Follow the sun.
Oh god, a compass. Did not think of that.
Right, so next time we go back south, we'll have to get a compass just so we can try and make sure that we're going in a
How-
good direction
why
when we leave.
don't you
Can I-
get
can I
north and
just-
south from the sun?
Yeah.
You could.
Can I try
Yeah.
and get north and south from the sun?
It's not that
Don't get
hard.
us lost.
Well, are you still on the road? Because that
Yeah.
you know that basically goes
Goes
Yeah.
north, the
northwest.
road.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just follow the road, guys.
Is that like a chocobo in your head, Aaron? Because that would be cool if it was.
Reverse flash.
So we'll continue for the rest of the day along the path.
Yeah, the sun begins to set. Yeah. You can set up your bedrolls.
Yep, try to look for a somewhat secure area, defendable if needed, especially if there's orcs around.
Yeah, roll of perception.
I'm looking hard.
Yeah, the terrain itself, there's no rocks or anything that sort of sticks out. The hills are sort of rolling. They're not necessarily jagged or like defensible in any way. There's a lot of trees and bushes around, but it's nothing secure and solid. You can take watches or whatever if you want to do that.
Hey.
Roll the same.
Right with Kai, because we're both somewhat blind. I pushed to an 11.
So the night's pretty peaceful. You don't really notice anything. Sort of early morning, Ren sort of hears that same sort of sound he heard the night before. No one else heard it this time, but yeah, Ren heard it very similar to the night before.
This time I'll call out Alizé,
Okay.
and then I'll say, obviously I know which direction I saw it, right?
Yeah, it seems off to the road to the west.
I'll say, my friend, can you fly up and see if you can see what's going on? I've heard that howls for 2 nights now, but don't put yourself in any danger. Come back to me as soon as you can. If it feels dangerous, then come straight back. Yeah, and I'll use my I'll see through her.
All right. So you can make a perception check with her things.
Yeah. I wanted to go about like not too far, but at least 100, like maybe 100 meters or something,
Yeah.
or whatever that limit is.
Has advantage on perception checks with a +3. Yeah. So what exactly is she looking for?
To see if she can see where the howling came from.
Okay. This is during your watch or in the morning?
During my watch, I suppose. Oh, as soon as I hear it.
Oh, okay. So she has 120 dark vision. What'd you roll?
9 for the higher one, making it 12.
With the cover of the trees and the brush and the darkness, she can't really pick out much. She sort of hears it in the distance and heads towards it. If she's only going 100 meters away, she doesn't really pick up much.
Say, come back to me. It's not worth your safety.
All right.
And then she'll just come back to me.
Cool.
And then I'll just continue whatever the rest of my watch is.
Yep. So it comes to morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm glad that noise was gone. Doesn't seem to have been following us, so maybe we should keep going.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
I heard it.
Oh.
Oh, it is following us.
When?
Just when during my watch, I heard it. I tried to get my friend to go and see what it was, but it's too far.
I mean, if it's following us, then who knows?
Is
Couldn't
it worth
find it.
Well, I didn't want to risk my friend's safety. To go all the way out there, too far. Should maybe she can have another look during the day. Oh, now?
Yeah.
Shh.
He seems to be less active during the day.
Yeah, I haven't really heard much during the day.
Can I get her to look in the same direction, the same thing, but just during the day?
Yeah, perception check.
Just sticking to the she can go in the trees, but obviously not too low, just staying hidden.
Okay. So as she's sort of flying through the trees, she does notice a few different sorts of birds and whatnot in the trees. She only goes 100 meters away. She doesn't see any sort of larger animals. She would see maybe other sorts of small animals rodents and stuff. Maybe a snake or two. But nothing larger that you're sort of looking for.
She comes back to me then. And I'll say, no, she didn't say anything, but it's strange that this thing is following us. Are you sure you didn't hear it, Aiden?
I heard nothing.
Okay. I guess we'll move on then.
Alright. So you start your traveling day. Anyone doing anything?
I just might do my general training in the morning. Maybe some sword training.
Walking.
I'm just gonna practice with my telekinetic powers. So he's gonna have a couple of things he's gonna try and hold and levitate as we walk with it.
What are you levitating?
Sticks, just random shit, just to practice.
I say, hey, can you throw them at me? And I will try to deflect them, and I'm gonna try and use for flavor, my wrist guard on one side to kind of deflect them away.
just I'll use the. It's an invisible mage hand. Is actually what the spell is doing, but I'll just get it to start throwing stuff, and because you can't see it, it's just coming from all random directions.
Do a spell attack roll and do a dexterity saving throw, perhaps.
Alright, I'll just do a. I don't have one for mage hand, but I'll do it with firebolt. It'll do the same thing.
Just your plus to hit on your spells, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's why I did it with firebolt. Did the same. 26, right? Natural 20.
He throws a rock and it heads straight for your eye. Like it's a really good shot.
Well, my armor class is 16.
Make a dexterity saving. Like, what do you?
I'm using deflect missile, which is a new class ability. This is me, I guess,
Oh, okay.
training that. So I just basically, how much damage does it do?
I mean, it's a basic thing.
If
I
it
guess
basically doesn't do over 1d10 plus 5, then I just negate the whole thing. So
I mean, look, it's up to Sa on that, but I mean, it's not really
It's
an
just
attack.
a ball thrown at your head. It'll do 1 damage if it hits you. If it hits you in the eye, actually, it might do more damage.
2 damage. It's a crit.
It still
Maybe
will be
five
still
damage.
be meaningless as opposed to what deflect missiles can actually deflect. So
Do you just automatically do it? It's a reaction,
well,
right?
it's just got a +5. Yeah, so just a reaction
Okay.
to do it. So I'm just kind of training this aspect as getting used to. Hey, I've got a little bit more speed to my reactions now.
So this pebble is flying at your head. It looks like it's going to come right at your eye. What are you doing?
Just gonna basically hold up my guard and just deflect it, bounce it off.
Cool.
I guess while we're doing it, I'll also try and get the hand to come up and try and shove you from various directions as well, and see how you go blocking that when you can't see it coming.
This is escalating. This is not what I call us for.
No, this is I'm not trying to hurt you with them. It's just like it's going to try and bump you and see if you can sort of work out the pattern it's doing and see how you can sort of dodge around it and stuff. I assume you can do some monk shit and get around it. It's just a small shove.
Probably. I can do a dex check just to see how well I perform.
Well, yeah, okay, we'll do that versus my. Once again, I can't roll. So this is a plus DC 8 plus my proficiency plus
Is this with the mage hand? Because the mage hand's not very strong.
mine is telekinetic. I can do like a shove with it, and it's invisible.
Okay.
It's a thing.
What are you guys doing?
Waiting to see what Aaron rolls, I guess.
It's a strength save against 14. So that's all.
So
I don't roll. It's a strength. It's a saving throw.
Okay, so I do a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw, which I believe you're proficient in, so you're probably gonna smash this.
Probably not.
Oh, no, so it'd shove you, so you'd probably get like knocked around a little bit, but that's about it.
Yeah, because it just moves me 5 feet in any direction. I think.
So, it's not attempting to hurt you; it's attempting to train you.
Yeah. Oh, that's got a bit of heft behind that. Is that something new that you could do?
Yeah. I mean, it's an extension of my psychic powers. I can now move things with my mind a little bit. It's effectively if you're familiar with the mage hand cantrip, it's sort of the same power as that, maybe a little bit stronger. Nothing too crazy.
Cool.
Shall we continue? Probably shouldn't spend too much time fucking around on the road.
Yeah, let's keep going.
So you keep traveling. Lunchtime comes. Everyone gets hungry.
Oh yeah, I should take off at least 2 ration packs.
I'll eat a ration.
Dwarven meatball for lunch.
Dwarven meatballs. That's exactly what they are.
Dwarven balls.
I'm genuinely curious what's in those things now.
My balls feel hefty now.
Ren, your
I'm growing
voice
a beard.
sounds a little bit deeper.
Was there
I'm
hair
growing
on
a
those
beard now.
balls?
No hair that you can see.
I swear, there's a little bit.
You're turning into a goat.
All right.
Another night, another rest. Is that what we're up to?
It's midday, so if you want to just keep traveling for the day,
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, same sort of thing.
If I
I'm
see a
looking out
rock along
for-
the way, I'll do a flip off it.
Yeah, I'm just looking out for
like a
obviously
rock.
any form of orc signs if I can.
Nothing obvious. Actually, as you make your perception check,
All of us?
I'm rolling pretty shit.
the only thing you notice is sort of divots in the road as you're going along, sort of like a wagon wheels sort of divots, tracks. But it's not like consistent. It's just like it's about the width of a wagon wheel and like about a meter long, and it's just like a sort of a sunken bit in the road. But that's about it.
Hey, can we keep moving on? There was no real visible evidence of much from that.
So you're looking for somewhere to sleep for the night. Similar, you can use that perception check. Similar sort of thing. You can't really the terrain is not very rocky. It's
I've kind of sucked at looking for the camps, to be honest. Does somebody else want to have a look for a good place to camp up?
Yeah, I'll have a look too.
I'll give you a hand. Roll with advantage, right?
17.
So, as it sort of seems to get dark, you do notice just like one of the hills sort of have. You sort of go to the top of one of these hills that is sort of close to the road, and on the other side, it has a more sheer sort of face to it. It's not just a rolling hill. But it's not anything great. It's just sort of like almost like a chunk has sort of come out of the ramp on the other side of this hill. It could provide a little bit of shelter from wind and whatnot.
Looks like a good spot, guys.
Alright. Set up camp.
All right.
Sounds
If
good.
you want to do perception checks for the watchers.
Watch this. This one's going to be amazing.
That was amazing for Key.
Oh, I did a persuasion. I rolled the wrong die.
Crap.
I did the exact same thing. Mine's a 10.
Yeah, I also rolled 10.
Yeah, same sort of thing as the previous nights. No one really hears anything. And the evening sort of goes without consequence.
Did we hear the wolf?
No, I don't think we hear anything.
No one heard anything.
Do we pull out the map and I don't know if we want to start moving off
It's been 2 days,
road.
so
I think so.
Start moving,
west.
was it northwest?
Maybe just
Or
west until
northwest.
we hit the mountain range, and then we'll trail the mountains up until we find a cave.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
That way
so
we're
trying
not
to-
that way we're not shooting past it.
Yeah, we'll walk along the ridge of the mountain so we can see everything. It's a
See if
good
we-
idea.
Nah, sounds like a plan.
All right.
Due west into the forest. Someone better keep track of where that sun is.
Who's making a survival check to navigate through
I'll do
the
that.
brush?
I will give you advantage by assisting. But by assisting, I mean I'm going to rub your shoulders and say, you got this.
I got this.
I think you had this either way.
So as you sort of make your way off the main road, similar, you keep an eye out for sort of tracks and things that you saw like the previous day, and you also make sure you're looking up towards the sun. that rises in the east and sets in the west, and you're sort of making sure that the sun is sort of coming from behind you and then coming down in front of you as the day goes on. You do sort of notice some blood on the trail. After lunchtime, you would notice some blood just as you're sort of walking, like not necessarily, just more like a few drops every now and again, like 20 feet apart as you're sort of getting into the afternoon on some leaves and brush as you're walking.
Is it like black, like coagulated, or is it somewhat fresh?
It's a little bit old, maybe at least a day or something. It's starting to dry.
In the direction that we're going?
Yeah, not necessarily along your specific path, but like you walk along, you see some bits of blood on the ground, and then like later on, you sort of notice, hey, there's a little bit more.
Be on guard, everyone. There's something was either wounded that went through here, or no longer living, and something brought it through.
Hmm.
With
Can
that,
I-
with that said, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Can I do a Dexter and just to see if it's like something that has been dripped, or if it's something that's been like smeared, like something's been dragged through? Because you did say droplet, so it seems like something that was injured. That
Yeah, with your check, you can notice that it's more like droplets.
okay, yeah. So something injured has gone through this way.
Still
Is there
plus one,
tracks, Kai?
Sorry.
Is there tracks?
Well, there's blood. It's the tracks at the moment.
As in, like, any, like, footprints or...
If you sort of examine around the actual spot where you see the blood bits, you would notice like sort of almost like a really heavy sort of footprint. Not a footprint, but like maybe just sort of like a sunken sort of shape in the brush around the blood itself.
I
That
put my
could
foot
be
in it.
something like a footprint.
I put my foot in it to kind of gauge how big it is.
It's
We go-
decent sized.
It's about my
Maybe-
foot size or bigger.
Probably smaller.
Okay. So it's probably humanoid of some description or something smaller than human.
Anyone know if orcs have big feet?
Probably bigger than us. They're quite hefty generally.
Either
They're
way, we should be
full-blood
on our
orc.
guard.
Agreed.
So a couple hours before sundown, you start to hear those similar sort of sounds you heard the previous evenings. The yelping, the crying, the howling, and it's almost like you're walking towards it.
Can we ascertain a little bit more about the yelping if it's getting closer?
Yeah, perception check.
Does anyone
What was
else
this?
hear that? I'm kind of just asking to see if anybody else know what
Yeah.
it is.
Do you want us all to roll stuff? See if any of us hear it?
I think, I hear it. No,
Well,
I-
as you're sort of traveling, it
Yeah.
seems like you're going towards it.
yeah. Shall we see what it is? I mean, may as well, right? I mean, we're gonna hear it all night otherwise.
Yeah, I kind of want to know. You guys have been talking about this for days. I haven't the first time I'm hearing it.
Well, I wanted to kind of find out a little bit more about the yelping with advantage because that's what
What's the
said,
system?
which has really helped at all due to my shit rolls.
Yeah, you don't know anything specific. You know that it's what you might have heard the night previously. It's very similar, and it's in the direction you're going.
Okay.
Should we pick up the pace, see if we can catch up to it?
Yeah.
I don't know if picking up the pace will help. I don't know if catching up to it is.
If it seems
Yeah.
close, we should stealthily approach.
I think we are getting
Stealth
closer.
pick up the pace.
Yeah,
Stealth
let's do
pace.
that one.
Stealth dashing.
So just normal walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Wait, what?
Stealthily approach and see if there's a we can see.
Okay. So you slow down, sort of make sure you're close to cover. you roll stealth checks.
I'll also
Oh,
action to summon the packed weapon, so I have it ready.
Alright. So it's pretty good rolls. You're confident that everyone sort of doesn't really say much, sort of moves slowly, make sure that they know where they're walking and that they're not stepping in anything. Eventually, you come to a clearing. Like it's not very large. Maybe let me measure. Maybe like 30 feet across. Sort of. Actually, let's say 45, 50 feet across, perhaps.
So are we coming up to like a clearing? Did you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you come up to a clearing, and the sound is quite loud. You don't necessarily see anything, but
Does it sound like a creature, or does it sound like a potentially like orcs doing weird shit?
perception check.
Assisting.
Well, I'll just take the first roll.
Probably not a bad choice.
Wait, what am I looking at here?
Try perception 24.
Natural.
You notice a little bit of fur, sort of within the grass ahead of you, and it seems like it could be some sort of animal. You can't really tell from where you are.
I point out the patch of fur that I see, and I point it out to the group as I kind of lead them, I guess, closer to it, stealthing.
Does it look like Arcanine fur?
No, it's more of a brown in color.
Oh. Interesting. We should approach further. Stealthily.
All right. So, how close do you want to get?
To the fur or to the clearing?
Either or.
Do we see anything else out in the clearing?
Not really. No.
I'm just gonna summon the invisible mage hand to float next to my head while we're while he's doing this.
What should we do?
Do you want me to grab that fur? I can do it from a distance.
I think we already passed it.
Yeah, I just want to see what's in the clearing. Oh, the fur was near us, right?
It's in the clearing in some grass, and Key can see it, and he sort of points it out to you.
Okay.
I'll use the mage hand. Is it within 60 feet?
Maybe we should follow around the outer perimeter of the clearing.
Yeah, the clearing is not very big. It's only like 40 feet by 40 feet. So if you stay like 20 feet into the bush, you can sort of not even.
I'll pick up the fur and like bring it towards me and have a look at it and see if I can work out what animal it's from.
Okay, make a athletics check with the hand. What? How do you shove or whatever?
It's like basically it's an invisible mage hand. It can pick shit up and just pull it if it's less than 10 pounds or something.
Okay, so it tries to sort of grab and pull, and you just hear a yelp. You hear a yeah.
Oh, it's under there. I'm like,
That
oh,
is the beast.
oh shit. Did it move out? Like, can we get a look at what it is?
Yes, more of its body sort of moved upwards as it sort of got pulled, and it just sort of flumped down as soon as the hand sort of attempted it. You see ears, you see sort of the back of what looks like some sort of head.
Is it Arcanine?
No, it's different color fur.
Is it bigger than Arcanine?
Probably slightly smaller. Arcanine's quite large at this point, I believe.
Do we want to get closer?
Does it seem like it's trapped? Do we want to free it?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
You can't really tell because of the grass that it's sort of in. You'd have
Shall
to
we?
get pretty close to. You basically have to get into the clearing. So the clearing is. Let me measure.
Key, I can give us cover if something does happen, if you want me to go with you, while the other two hold back in case something pops out and tries to ambush us. You just won't be able to see when I do it.
Yeah, I wonder if this is a trap. I wonder if there's something in the clearing that's using this as bait. Maybe these orcs.
I mean, we're never going to find out if we just sit here all night.
True. I'm gonna try to keep my eyes. Will someone keep an eye on the
I'll watch the
horizon,
thing. If you
and I will go up close and see if this thing is trapped
Alright,
potentially.
well I'll follow Key from behind, and
I'll stay back and hold a mine sliver if anything bad comes out.
if I see anything pop out from cover outside of Aiden or Ren, yeah, actually no, I'll just wait until I get a chance to do an action to do that. I'm not going to hold a spell because that will burn it.
I will approach, and as we're getting closer, I will do my movement and use my action to dodge as I get closer, just so I have that. You know, if I need to run, I'm good.
So the box is sort of the clearing. You're sort of in cover to the north of the map here. So you want to go into the move however you want to move and wherever you guys want to move and do whatever.
I'll go around the clearing. I'll stealth around,
Okay.
but just in the outer perimeter.
Yeah. I look at Ren and kind of say, keep an eye on the outside.
I'll go to the opposite corner, stealthing as well.
So as you get within 10 feet where you are now, Key, you can very clearly see it's a sort of agitated, sort of moving, whimpering, sort of a dog-looking thing.
Is it a two-headed hyena?
It's a picture of...
Two hyenas.
Yes.
Two hyenas? Do they
And
look...
from where you are, Key, you can now see that.
Can they, do they look...
It's just
It's
one.
just one.
Yeah, it looks bloody, and it looks like it's not moving well. It sort of notices you now that you're within 10 feet as well. And it sort of looks at you and growls.
Does it look like something is holding it back, or does it just look injured so it can't move?
It just looks injured, and it looks like it's laying there in the grass.
Okay, I don't think we need to do anything here, unless we're going to try and do anything, so we can just move on. The cat is clawing something. I need to go shut the door. One sec.
You just want to leave it? It seems like it's suffering.
Yeah, should we put it
you
out
guys
of
make a
its misery?
decision.
I don't know. I mean, if it's been whimpering for 3 days, maybe we should. This is a psychic conversation. I'm shooting it back and forward.
Sarah, shall we put it out of its misery?
I mean, I hate the idea of something sitting here and suffering. Like, that's worse than anything else. Like, I don't know. That's just my personal opinion, but...
I get my sword out.
Yeah, what do you do?
I'm gonna put it out of its misery. If it looks like it's full suffering, then we'll put it out of its misery.
All right, make an attack roll with advantage because it's prone.
Oh.
Advantage, right?
Okay.
19 hits, roll damage.
And damage. That was max damage.
So as you do that, the creature sort of yelps and screams and yells and really, really loudly. And as that happens, a bunch of rustling and whatnot is heard in the trees, and hyenas start to sort of leap towards you.
Oh no.
Oh shit! How much did he kill the one he was hitting?
Yeah, that one's dead. Everyone roll initiative. They're gonna put in. They're trying to integrate with on D&D Beyond. Like when you roll initiative and stuff, it adds it automatically to their combat tracker that they have in Alpha.
Oh, nice.
It's not very. It doesn't really work well. Like you can't like remove monsters and shit from the combat tracker and stuff yet, so it's not really got a great.
But give him time. Like this seemed shit when it started, and now it's really good. The dice.
Yeah, I'm saying like in the future we'll be able to probably roll everything and
Straight on D&D Beyond. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Also, very soon you're gonna be able to roll from monster stat sheets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I saw
figured they were working on that because it's like a massive project.
They need custom rolls too, though, I think.
Ren, chuck your initiative in.
I was still holding that the mind sliver. Would that go off when I saw him pop out?
No, because you moved all the way around and you moved into the center. You sort of stood there talking for a bit, and then Ren was like, "Let's kill it."
Okay, no, that's fair enough.
All right. First up is this one on the right. He's going to move in and attack. He's going to take a bite at Ren. 11 to hit.
Misses.
Aiden, your turn.
I'm going to look at the two to the south of me and be like, fuck. And I'm going to twin spell Dissonant Whispers, so they both have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
DC's 14.
So 7. What does it do?
It does 3d6, and then they have to use their reaction to move their movement speed as far away from me as they can without moving into danger.
Roll damage.
Uh, 9 damage to each of them, and if they're not dead, they have to run.
They're dead.
Fair enough. That's my turn.
That one's dead. This one's going to move in and attack Ren with advantage because he's next to his friend.
Right, back to
Ugh, terrible. So like an 8. It doesn't hit.
Misses.
Key, your turn.
Alright, I run up to here.
Yep.
And I'm basically just gonna like bash my knuckles together and then I open my eyes and you'll just see kind of like sparkly kind of green. There's this kind of flurry of arms just kind of explode out of me. And that's going to cause them a 14 dex check to anyone within 10 feet of me. And it's people I can select, so it's only the creatures. And then when those arms come back in, they kind of sit and kind of shimmer over my arms. And whenever I move, you know how sometimes you see that slow-mo and you see another arm kind of moving beside it? I kind of have that kind of effect going on with my arms.
Kind of like Amara, isn't it?
So what does it do?
So it's a 14 dex check.
Yep, 2 of them fail.
And then if they both fail, then they take this damage as force. So they both take 7 damage. And that is my bonus action. And I spent a key point for that.
Is it half if it succeeds?
No, I think it's just a straight fail. If they fail, they take the damage. If they succeed, then there's no damage, I believe.
And your action?
And my action. Oh, okay. Well, they're both dead. And I'm not even going to get close to this next one. I'm just going to just do a punch at a distance, and you just see the arm just kind of protrude out. And because I've actually got 10 feet range on my attacks, I'm going to strike him.
Cool lads.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
10 to hit.
10 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, then that's my turn done.
Red.
I'm just gonna go here and say, well, that took a turn and take a swing. I'll go here actually. $13.
13 hits.
6 damage.
He dead. Anything else?
I look towards any of the other long grass around us to see if there's anything else moving towards us.
Not on Ren's turn. Ren, anything
Oh,
else?
true.
Ah,
Sorry, I thought combat
I
ended
will-
and you asked
I
me.
will do that. Also,
That's an action. Anything else?
I will bonus do nothing.
Sarah, what would you like to do?
I want to see if the one that we killed, putting out of its misery, was like trapped or restrained somehow. If it was like tied to the ground, or was like caught in some trap or anything like that. So I'm going to investigate it.
Okay.
6.
No, it just looks like a dead dog in the grass.
Cool.
Alright, at the top of the round,
Oh, sorry, we're still in combat.
some more rustling, some more sounds coming from the bushes to the south of the map.
Can I see what you've just put on the map? Or are they hidden in the bushes?
I don't know, can you?
I can see them, but can Aiden see them?
Maybe they can roll a stealth check to see how stealthy they snuck up on us or something. My passive perception is 14. Pretty stealthy.
So at the top of the round, a knoll just sort of barges out from the bushes, and it's going to take an attack at Key.
Radio.
Uh, 15 to hit.
Misses as of my new feat, and my armor class is 16.
Alright. Another one comes sort of barging out. Moves up to here. And And we'll do the same thing.
All right. I'm like dodging and weaving, and you see like four arms kind of going everywhere, sort of thing. You know, confusing them.
Aiden.
I'm going to look at the two gnolls that are standing in front of Key, and he's going to look at them and say, "Hey, hey! Ren over there stole my milk. How dare he?" And cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on both of them.
Wow.
What does it do?
Red's confused.
It's a whiz saving throw, and if they fail, they fall on the ground laughing hysterically and can't act. So it puts them prone and they can't act, and it's a whiz save at each of the turns or when they.
Alright, one goes down. Anything else?
It was both of them. Oh, sorry, did the other one pass?
Yeah, 20 and then 4.
Oh, yeah.
And I can repeat it next turn.
I'll just quickly read it to you because it's not on my spell list.
I'm pretty sure they get a save every on their turn.
Yeah.
The Knoll leader is going to run up and make an attack against Sarah.
Oh no.
Uh, 14 to hit and an 8 to hit.
14 hits.
Okay. Six damage.
6 points of damage.
And that's its turn. Key, you're up.
I'm going to punch the one just right in front of me, so I'm not going to go for the leader. I'm going to use my action, which is my quarter staff. Which is the 16 to hit.
On which one?
On the one in front of me.
Yeah, 16 hits.
The non-leader. Well, that's alright. Boom, 7 just physical damage, I think it is. A bludgeoning damage straight in his head. And then I'm going to unarmed strike.
Alright.
Which is probably going to miss with 7. And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Ren.
All right. So I'm going to notice that they have come. So I'm going to get in my. I'm gonna go bonus blade dance. And you hear a hum from my sword. And I'm gonna go here. In
What
here.
pitch? Which pitch are you going for? What note?
Yeah, one of those ones. Yeah. And it slowly gets lighter. And then I'm gonna sort of remember, look back at the time of. Would you say it's dim light here?
No, it's still
It's
afternoon.
like midday or just after midday.
Oh, okay, cool. So there's still shadows around. So what I'll do is I'll remember back to when Sarah summons a sword, and I'll summon a shadow blade.
Cool. So how do you do this? You like reach out and like grab a shadow and like
Well,
turn
instead
into a
of
sword?
instead of the sword coming out of nowhere, for me the shadows seem to sort of weave together, and it just comes out and becomes like a full sword.
Cool.
On my hand, and I'm gonna hit with it.
Who are you hitting?
The one that
Oh, yeah.
that whatchamacallit?
Yep.
Kai hit.
The one you're flanking with advantage.
18.
Hits.
9 damage.
Alright, anything else?
That's it.
Sarah, your turn.
I will action cast darkness. So this black sphere just covers like this entire area. Everyone within that sphere is considered blind or under the effect of blind, and I'll bonus action to spin around to this side and cast Hexblade's Curse on the main leader one that hit me.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
But just to clarify, you can see in this darkness,
Sorry guys!
yeah. You inked
So
yourself.
okay, this is like, so blindness is like pretty much attacks with disadvantage. Assuming no one's moving around and can see. Effectively, no one can really see each other.
But you have advantage because they can't see you, right?
No one can see. No one in the sphere can see anything. It's just full blindness.
That's the point. But
Magic
you have advantage because you can see.
Yeah,
and they
No,
can't see.
I don't think he has the advantage, but doesn't give him advantage on rolls. It just gives everybody else disadvantage.
No, but Yar has
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
We all have disadvantage. He has advantage.
So you actually get to roll advantage when you're striking in the darkness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're not
'cause-
seen, you get advantage, is that right?
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
So it's like
yeah.
permanent sneak attack.
Pretty
Is that
much.
blinded? You have
Essentially,
advantage. You have
yeah,
advantage.
yeah, essentially, but he's the only one that has it. None of the rest
Yeah.
of us are all disadvantage.
But it means all attacks are made against everyone are made with disadvantage as well. So it's
So that one there would be. It's just a straight. You don't get advantage.
15 to hit on key.
That one's still
misses.
laughing, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Oh, what do I roll?
It's so if he's hit, he rolls with advantage. Otherwise, it's just another wisdom saving throw to see if he's still laughing.
What's the DC?
14.
14. Bam, nailed it. So that's his action. Okay, the other one, I'll roll disadvantage to attack key. So 15 to hit key.
Misses.
Alright. Aiden, your turn.
The one that's standing between Key and Ren, I'm going to Mind Spike, DC 14 intelligence.
What does it do?
It's a D6 of damage, and it'll do another effect if it hits.
Hits.
One.
do you have to be able to see the target?
Yeah, what is it? It's a save.
So, yeah.
But sometimes some saves you still need to be able to see the
I'll
target.
quickly read the spell to be sure.
I know
Those
this
things
this
like
kind of
rays.
gimps everyone because
Oh,
it's full blindness.
Sorry, no, you're right. It's a creature I can see within range. I can't
Sorry.
see.
Yeah, I know it gimps everyone, but I got hit.
Can I obviously? You know what? No, fuck it. I fucked up. That's my turn. Done.
Alright. The pack leader will use his Incite Rampage ability. One creature the Knoll can see within 30 feet of it can use its reaction to make a melee attack.
I can't see anything.
Well, I can't see anything.
Damn it. Okay, I won't do that. I'll just do that.
Hello, blindness.
My old
are ruining
friend,
everything.
You're welcome.
He's gonna attack
once
Sarah.
again.
7 plus 5. 12 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. Key, your turn.
Alright. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Knowing that there's a Knoll most likely straight in front of me, I'm just going to kind of reach out to grab its fur and then just kind of like knee it. So that's just kind of flavor where I'm just doing a disadvantage. I'm just going to do an unarmed strike. Uh, 7 to hit, which most likely doesn't hit.
Nope.
How to draw out of combat.
Bonus action, unarmed strike again, which, ooh, that might actually hit 16.
16 hits.
And that is for not very much damage, 3.
3 damage.
And that is my. No, I'm going to stay there. If it's still there, I'm going to stay there.
Should have read these cards. Dark vision, 60 feet. Oh well.
Magical
Red-
It's
darkness.
magical
Okay.
darkness though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So lame.
So good.
Only Devil's Sight lets you swing in it, to be honest.
Ren.
I could have only done either the dance or the sword, so I wouldn't have danced in the last one. So I'll just bonus dance now.
Bonus action dance. Got it.
Yeah, sword dance. So technically I have 2 swords, one in each hand.
And you're dancing.
Yeah. So I'll do my first one.
Dancing chop suey.
And it's disadvantage, right? Or is
Yeah.
it straight?
No, it's
Okay.
disadvantage.
Oh no, is he straight now because he's
Flanking?
Oh, I probably would have technically got advantage or a straight roll on my attacks.
Oh well.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Doesn't
shit.
matter. Moving past.
10.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, I'll do my shadow blade. Oh, I'm in darkness now, so it'd be advantage anyway.
You can't
don't-
still can't get advantage, and you can't if you bonus
No,
action
with-
dance
that's
ray, you
straight.
can't bonus action hit.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, so that doesn't matter anyway. So discount that.
Yeah, the one attack. Anything else? You dance?
That's
Don't think. Yeah. Alright, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack the leader.
Okay.
For a natural 20.
Hits, crits.
With it, so it's also got its Hexblade's curse on it. So that's the straight damage roll. So it's 14 magical damage plus. How much is Hexblade? Extra 2. So 16 points of damage.
Whoa.
Alright.
It's amazing, and none of us saw you do it.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Alright. This guy will move out to here.
So would I sense him moving? Technically, opportunity attack.
Disadvantage, yep.
I'm gonna use my quarterstaff. Yeah, I'll use my quarterstaff. 13.
Misses.
Okay, that's it.
He's going to use a longbow to shoot back into the darkness towards Key, where he was. That's a 3, so a 15 at disadvantage to hit on Key.
Misses.
Alright.
I think I almost deflected, but I actually missed it. But just because it missed me.
they can't see into the darkness though, can they?
That's why he
He
rolled with
rolled a
disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a bubble dome, isn't it? Giant
It's a
black
big
bubble.
sphere, yeah.
The other knoll that's injured is going to do the same thing. He'll shoot back.
I'm gonna take my attack of opportunity, watching it run out
Yep.
as well.
Everyone.
Or actually, I'll let Ren. Ren, he's running.
What?
Attack
Oh,
of opportunity.
Okay.
He takes a shot back at Ren as he's running away and doesn't hit.
18.
Nope. Oh, is it straight? No, it's not
No,
straight.
but disadvantage, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It technically be a straight roll because he would have been flanking when he left.
Yeah. Does that...
nah, he didn't like when he left range. He wouldn't have been flanked.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess it would be when the left
16.
range.
True.
16 still.
Hits. Damage.
6.
Cool.
So he sort of runs. He feels his mate to his right, sort of moving away from him. He runs to follow, draws his bow, tries to shoot back into wherever he's running from, and gets cut down as he draws the bow. And Aiden, your turn.
He's gonna sort of look at his hand and flick his fingers a couple of times. A little fireball appears. He's like, and he just sort of aims for the boss knoll and throws it in there.
Go.
Firebolt, obviously not ball. I'm doing a try.
Still pretty good.
It's easy to do. Easy to say.
15 hits.
I'm not good with this.
Oh.
And I'm gonna move into the darkness a bit, and that'll be my turn.
Unfortunately, with the darkness, you only just managed to graze him as he everyone's moving around there.
That's my turn.
The knoll leader is going to move out to here.
All right, now I'm going to attack him. Well, that's bad. 14.
That does not hit. And while he's standing here, he's going to take a swipe at Sarah as he sort of left there. Seven plus 12. I don't think that hits.
Misses. Yeah.
And oh shit, he gets 2 attacks. Multi attack. Ooh, that's better. What did I say? Plus 5 to hit. So 19 to hit on Sarah.
To hit, that hits.
Plus 3. Ooh, it's a 13.
13 points of damage. And I gotta do a con save.
And Key's turn.
That's 18, so I maintain darkness.
Nice.
All right. Knowing that they kind of shuffled off to the right, I'm also going to shuffle off to the right. And go, oh shit, there you are. Pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
So I'm just going to do a standard quarterstaff attack. Probably doesn't hit with a 12.
12 does not hit.
And then unarmed strike. It does not hit. My turn is done.
Ren.
I'm gonna run out since Sarah said that they're running. Notice the one that's flanking here. And attack.
Did
my
with some
normal sword.
advantage.
Yeah. Booming blade. No, not booming blade. Normal hit.
17 hits.
I'll do one more. Yeah, 17 hits. 5?
5 damage.
You rolled 3 attacks.
Yeah, I have triple advantage.
It's broken.
You don't get triple advantage.
No, he does. He's got elven accuracy, so when he gets advantage, he gets
Oh,
another
you
roll.
you can reroll.
He's basically re-rolling one of his advantage rolls. But
Yeah. Confusing. That's fine.
My shadow blade.
So, do you have multi-attack?
No, I'm bonus. I've got 2 swords, right? I can bonus attack.
Wizards get
Under actions, you should have, under bonus actions, do you have an attack option?
Do you have two-weapon fighting?
2-weapon fighting.
Yeah.
Do wizards get 2-weapon fighting?
It says 2-weapon fighting.
I think everything gets
Oh,
two-weapon fighting.
Yep.
Yeah, he just doesn't get his the
Plus
bonus on
multiplier.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will. Where does it keep going? Oh, I didn't put us in attack.
Did I take that? What did you roll? 5 damage? Did I
Yeah,
take that
5.
off?
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
Or did the key hit? You didn't hit.
No, I
That's
missed
right, that's
damage on that roll.
Yep, yep.
No.
Right,
Shadow blade attack.
Damage.
He was
And a 10.
unspoiled.
Alright, cool. Anything else?
That's it.
Sarah.
Gonna run to here, shoot my Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So it's a 22 to hit on the leader.
Hits.
You still have advantage, yeah. They still can't see you.
It's for a full 10 damage on the Eldritch Blast, and then I'm gonna run over to the other side.
Alright. Anything else?
No, that's me.
This Noel's gonna flank Ren. So it's 23 to hit.
It hits.
I think it hits, yeah. 6 damage on Ren.
It's damage. Oh god.
And Aiden, you're up.
I will, hearing all the commotion out here, run to. Would I be able to see the Knoll boss from there?
Yep.
I'll mind sliver him this time. 14 intelligence save.
What does it do?
To just damage one for him. It's not going to do anything else.
Intelligence, it's a 10.
No, he fails. I don't roll this.
Doesn't Mind Sliver give them a disadvantage or something?
No, the Mind Sliver, what it will do is their next saving throw, they roll. It's basically Bane. Next saving throw, before the end of my turn, they would take a thing. But I wasn't planning on using any spell with it, so I don't think.
Yeah, but that's anyone in the group though as well.
Oh, is
For
it?
this round.
Yes. Okay. For this whole round, he has a neg D4 to his any saving throw.
11 to hit on Ren for the pack.
Misses.
Alright, and then a 13 to hit.
Misses.
Terrible rolls. Key, your turn.
Right. I'm going to punch this knoll in the face.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to use my staff to do so.
Oh, so I'll take another 2 off the leader because he's Hexblade.
Actually, I'm going to do what it just did and
It's a
gonna,
conga line.
checkers this shit.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, you cheeky motherfucker. This is what I'm going to do. So I'll do that now with advantage. 15.
Hits.
Alright. 4 damage.
It's looking rough.
And then unarmed strike is bonus action. Should hit with an 18.
Hit.
Kick his fucking head off.
He did. You punch him in the
Alright,
back of the head.
So what I kind of do is I come down with my stick and kind of crack him on the back, and he lowers you down. And I kind of want to, as I run past, I want to like hip check him in the neck and basically break his neck as he kind of comes down.
Easy enough. Ren, you're up.
Alrighty. Going to attack the leader.
I'll move up
Yeah.
to here with most of my movement.
11.
Does not hit.
Bonus with the Shadow Blade. 13.
Does not hit.
Oh, okay. That's me turn.
Sarah.
Again, just Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, dude, British.
It's for that one, so that misses.
So you have advantage because he still can't see you.
But he's not blinded.
He's not blinded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you are completely hidden from him.
I don't think it works like that though.
It doesn't say it in the the spell
Yeah.
that I get advantage on from hiding within it.
Yeah.
If you look at hiding,
And it
as-
still technically could hear me moving around in the area. That's why,
look it
like,
up, because I think you do get advantage because you know how rogues hide and then they shoot and they have advantage.
yeah,
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 but,
they
but
bonus
Sarah's
hide,
not
though.
hiding.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I'm
Sarah's not
covered by darkness. Like,
Yeah.
Even though you're not taking a hide action,
we'll
basically,
leave it for now. I'll look at it later, but
Yeah,
I'm
look
happy
it up.
just to leave it like as is. And
Yeah,
I'm about 90% sure because I looked that up when I was making.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just look it up while we're going on.
Fireball.
Turn fireball. Okay.
23 to hit.
Hits.
5 damage. That's my turn.
All right. This guy is a little bit wary. He's gonna try and take a couple of hits at Ren. The 15 plus 5, that hits. 23 to hit.
Hits.
So it's 7 damage. And he's
7
gonna
damage.
run away. I don't know, he's there? Is that right?
Does someone know where to run?
That'd be like 30 feet, right?
So I'm not 100% certain, but I have a 10-foot melee range. So
Yeah,
would
you
that
can attack.
Would that provoke attack of opportunity? But Ren can go. Do you want to take yours first, or do you want me to take mine?
Reaction?
Yeah.
20?
Hits?
9 damage.
Alright. He's on death's door.
The 9 doesn't hit, probably.
Does not hit. Key, your turn.
I'm gonna run up to 10 feet, but I'm gonna like do a Superman punch, like with my astral projection from like 10 feet away.
All you gotta do is hit.
Oh, that probably doesn't hit, but then I'm striked.
That
Bonus
misses.
action. Oh, that's probably not gonna hit. 12.
Ooh, it doesn't hit.
That's my turn.
He's sort of stumbling as he's running away, and he just ducks his head as you sort of throw the punch, and it's like a drunken master sort of thing.
I'm kind of like, still getting used to my new astral projection arms and kind of learning the reach of them and shit. So
Yeah.
cool. That's my turn.
Ren.
I'm gonna move to here, see him, and I'm gonna throw my shadow blade at him.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No. Never mind.
What'd you roll?
That's my turn.
Unfortunately. Sarah.
Pew pew! Just keep shooting.
Okay.
Oh, 8. That's my turn.
Oh, this thing's gonna get away.
Oh, this guy's gonna run.
Aiden.
I'm gonna use Mind Sliver again. Intelligence saving throw.
Oh, yeah, it's the unseen attackers and targets rule.
8.
Yeah, he fails and 4 damage.
He did.
So
His
he-
head
he-
just
he-
explodes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it puts his spike through his head and his mind just fucking mushes and he just on the ground.
I turn around like, what the fuck? What happened?
It was me. I did that. I melted his brain.
I give you a thumbs up with
Ew.
an astral projection arm that's floating around me. And then they just kind of come back in and kind of sit over my arms as kind of like a astral armor, but it's not like plated armor or anything. It's literally a physical arm that's slightly bigger than my arm, giving me some kind of, I guess, armor, you would say.
We take a 5 break. I really need a piss.
Yeah, so do I.
Yep, that's a good spot to
Alright. I'll be back. Olo.
Oh no.
Alright, I panicked a little bit on that one. I freaking stuffed up my move.
Which one?
Oh, the fact that I got my bonus and actions mixed up.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was a bonus to cast, an action to cast. Yeah.
Oh, I'm back. What'd you say, yeah? Unseen attackers?
Yeah, so interesting. Technically, you should also potentially make a roll to see whether the target aims at a spot that I would be standing in if I was hiding in the darkness as well.
Not just disadvantage.
Well, so unseen attacks. Combatants often try to escape their foes' notice by hiding, casting invisible spells, or lurking in the darkness. When you attack a target that you can't see, you have a disadvantage on the attack roll. This is true whenever you're guessing the target's location, or you're targeting a creature you can hear but not see. If the target isn't in the location you targeted, you automatically miss. But the DM typically just says that the attack missed, whether or not you guess the target's. This is like the vice versa. If we were trying to guess where an invisible monster was. So when a creature can't see you, you have advantage on attack rolls against it. If you are hidden, both unseen and unheard, when you make an attack, you give away your location when the attack hits or misses. And that's partly why I did my Eldritch Blast from a spot and then moved to another location to try and throw off the location of where I'm casting spells from, pretty much. But yeah, so I should have been doing it with advantage.
So everyone who attacked as things were sort of running past them, they sort of knew where they are.
Yeah.
Was fine.
Yep.
But because you're further away and you hit and then moved, if they wanted to attack at you from your new position, they would have had to sort of find you there.
Yeah, it's almost like a guess roll of where I'm attacking from and moving around from in the sphere.
Yeah, but I think melee is all good.
Yeah,
right?
melee makes sense because it's also you can hear them. This is why I'm saying you can still hear someone in that space. It's just disadvantage.
Yeah, maybe I would do a perception check while you ran away to see if I sort of hear you traveling to your spot or something.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Just something to keep in mind. You were correct, it's under the unseen attackers and targets rule basic handbook.
Yeah, I
rules.
couldn't remember where it was from, but I said, that was something I looked up for. I think I looked that up when I was making the Baldur's Gate character.
Yeah.
I thought it was something I could do for that.
I just didn't want to take advantage of something without confirming it first, so I was happy to just roll it straight.
No, seems fair.
Yeah, because the rogue thing, it's not a specific rogue thing that they get advantage. I think the specific rogue thing is the bonus action to hide.
Yeah. And then they take advantage of being unseen.
Yes. I'm 90% sure that's correct, so.
I'm still hiding in my darkness, by the way.
So I turn around and Sarah? Hello?
Yes?
Darkness. I go up to the darkness, stick my hand in it. It's like, this is weird.
I telepathically speak to Kai, so he can't hear me. Directionally. That really hurt.
Are you okay?
Telepathically speak to Aiden and say yes, but I'm concerned that things might still be out there, and if I get hit again, I might.
How long can this thing stay up?
I've got 10 minutes.
It's been 30 seconds. It's got a while.
Well, do we need to rest here? Probably not resting in this clearing is probably not the best spot.
I feel pretty safe in here.
Yeah, but after 10 minutes you're gonna have to move.
It's true.
I'm examining
Can you guys do a lap and check that it's safe and there's nothing else around before I come out?
I will do.
Did you say that out loud?
No, I'm just saying it telepathically to individually of you so I don't give away my
Oh.
location by voice.
So who did you say that
Yes.
to?
All of you. I'd say it to
Okay, so I can do a perception check for anything else dangerous.
Oh, what's that little icon? An eye icon. Can I investigate the hyena done?
Yeah. The surrounding area looks like everything's still. Everything's quiet for now.
I think we're good. I don't see anything.
The hyena boss boy Noel, he doesn't have anything really on him of use. Like he's just wearing like hides, bone necklaces, and he has the glaive that he was holding. It's quite rusty and old, and has a wooden long handle.
I'll take the glaive.
I'm sure Sarah can convince someone that thing's worth like 300 gold.
Telepathically
I
say
mean-
back, I can't do that anymore.
I'm gonna take some of the hide kind of armor that this Knoll might have had to see if I can fashion another side for like another makeshift bracer. So I just use some cord to kind of tie it around.
All right. Do you have like a knife or something to cut off a piece? It's like a big
I
enough.
should have I have a dagger, so yeah.
Yeah, because it's sort of like a chest piece. So if you want to wrap it on your arm, I don't know how much you want to.
Yeah,
put
so
on.
I'll cut enough material to lay around my arm, which is a nice, good square piece, because there should be enough material because the chest
Yep.
is bigger than an arm, and I'll just take then some strips of leather. So I'll cut some segments of it for like cording, and I'll put holes in the leather and fasten them for the arm guard.
That'll take like an hour to do, probably.
That's fine. I'll just get the materials, and we'll assume on my next short rest, I'll probably just sit there and tinker with that.
Yep.
It's all for flavor anyway, so it's not going to do anything.
I don't see anything over here.
Maybe we should move to the tree line. Sir, it seems clear now.
I'll check the other two knolls that were around.
They have. Close the fucking thing now.
The hell, man! Didn't even have the number.
They just have spears on them.
Shall I take this? I'll take the spears.
All right, so you got a glaive and 2 spears. You're just gonna carry.
Yeah.
They're like long, 6-foot sort of things.
I think Sarah deserves to get a +1 to her strength for all the fucking laps she's doing in the fucking thing right now.
Building my con up.
10 minutes pass and the darkness drops.
Ah!
Oh, I was going to say.
I would have waited until they've
happens.
like sat down in an area and then moved into a safe spot with them.
Yeah, I wanted to move into kind of the tree line, just to see if anyone wanted to take a short rest at that point.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
And you
show
can see
them-
like just scratches all like down Sarah's like front and like she like prestidigitations like her stuff back to normal, but she's still looking pretty rough.
While she's resting, I'm gonna. Actually, I'm not gonna do that in the last minute. I'll just stand guard, basically, make sure nothing comes out while she's resting.
And
You
it's
okay,
similar
Sarah?
to the 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, my arms will just they glow around them. The spectral arms will disappear.
You okay,
Alright.
Sarah?
I will be, I think, in a bit. I just need to. I need a
I'll
moment.
try to
or
I'll try to aid
or-
you with
or
like
s-
some
or
bandages as you're
60
using your
minutes of
hit
them.
die.
It's still pretty early in the day, isn't it?
It's up. It would have been afternoon now, right? Late in the afternoon, you said.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there a safe place where we could set up camp and maybe just relax, sleep through the night, or is it not that late?
How far do you want to travel from the thing?
100, 200 feet maybe.
Yeah, just not close to here.
Yeah. Death will tend to bring other animals around.
So just 200 feet and then set up camp?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to set up camp 200 feet. We're going to
Oh.
move 200 feet, have an hour rest because it's still
Okay.
daytime, and move a little bit further. Then set up shop. That's I assume what we were doing. Or was that
Yeah,
not the
short,
case?
short rest comes and goes and you're fine. You don't really notice anything.
Do we want to move on? Because I don't think we should be around here.
Yeah. I'll roll some die. Just in case.
So they're there for.
As we're walking, I'm just gonna be like, everyone, I apologize for my terrible jokes, but it seems to be part of the spell.
I didn't quite understand it. I didn't know it. You didn't even know it was a joke.
So the joke was, Ren stole my glass of milk. How dare he?
Oh,
Oh, I get it now.
I didn't get it in the
In
moment.
in the whole heat of the battle, it went.
Yeah.
I can promise you all these jokes are going to get far worse as time goes on.
Yeah, I kind of missed the punchline. I didn't quite hear it in their combat.
I thought you said, Ren, give me dairy.
Maybe
And
that-
I was confused.
Go on, Ren. Give him some dairy.
Yeah, Ren, I like my
I
dairy.
don't think so.
I mean, look, there's lots of jokes I could tell. Like I could go with Ren. Where is the best place to strike a cleric? In the
I don't know.
temple.
Oh God.
Very nice.
I'll be here all week, guys.
Did you have like a child over those 2 months, Aiden, or something? Is there something you're not telling us?
In those 2 months. No. I hang out with a lot of weird people in that politics course I took, and well, people are idiots.
How much did you pay for that course again?
30 gold.
I guess we
Push on?
push on towards the end of the night, and or not the end of the night. The end of
All through the night.
standard days travel, and then go to set up camp.
Alright. Perception checks.
Ren, can you take a watch before me so I can rest completely before I get up?
Yes.
Thank you.
Natural 20.
I had a bird shit in my eye during this one.
That's very unlucky.
Keith, you notice some sounds in the distance as the night goes on during your watch. Almost like some shouting, some howling, some yelping, similar things, but also added sort of, almost like shouting voices as well.
I kind of motion to everyone to kind of get a little bit low, but stealthy.
We're sleeping.
Oh, is this actually on watch?
Yeah, so me and you
Oh,
do
okay.
the
I
first
thought
watch together.
I thought we were kind of just approaching the area that we were going to set up camp. Okay, sorry, I didn't quite understand.
We're
If
low
you
and
wanted
stealthy because
to-
we're sleeping.
Yeah, if you wanted to look for some place specific, you can roll, I guess, as well. Set up camp, I mean.
I've already set
Well,
up.
was this noise there before we set up camp, or is this
No.
only come?
This is on your watch.
I would just be on like a heightened alert. I won't disturb everyone for it unless it sounds like it's getting louder.
It's definitely off in the distance.
Yeah, unless I hear it getting louder, then I won't wake anyone up.
Oh, I'm awake with you. I mean, you do the first watch together because we're both virtually blind.
Yeah.
And I can't hear shit.
Guess that's the end of our watch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Ren
wake up
and I are
Ren.
the other way around, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wake up Ren first.
Yeah, I got a
Ren.
16.
There's some I think there's more of those hyena beasts, but I wonder if the orcs have something to do with it because I heard some other noises. Just a suspicion, but keep a good watch tonight,
Okay.
and then I go
I'll
to bed. You'll try with a 16. pretty good.
Ren sort of hears that yelping and stuff, same sort of noises that you've heard previously, but you don't hear any voices or shouting. And then Sarah, you hear those sort of wolf noises, yelping. It could be anything. But only Key heard the shouting of what sounded like a voice in the distance.
Cool, cool.
Morning comes.
Did any, did you hear anything last night, sir?
Yeah, I heard more of those like hyena sort of noises, creature noises. I think that they were the same as what we heard before. I don't know. Maybe? You?
Yeah, I did. Kai warned me about it.
Hmm. I mean, we must be heading in the right direction at least, kind of, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah. Shall we eat our woven bowl now or later?
I'm gonna save it for lunch. It seems to be a midday snack.
Or are you doing that fasting thing? Like,
No.
oh, okay.
I need all the fuel I can get and burn some serious calories here. I've got no weight to lose.
Oh, okay.
Is
Fair
Aaron
enough.
frozen? I think he is. I haven't seen him blink in like 2 minutes.
I am staring into your soul.
I know, it feels like that.
No, my camera's just doing its thing.
I don't know. Shall we push forward?
Can we see that cave that I can see on the map, Sar, or is that still a bit far outside of our range?
No, it's similar terrain to what you've been traveling through.
Yeah, we're basically making
Still
it
a
to the
day
edge of
off
the mountain range,
Yeah.
and then once we get to the mountain range, we'll follow the edge of the mountains northwards.
Yeah. All right, so you're traveling?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. It gets to just before sort of you're thinking about sort of stopping for lunch. You hear those shouting voices in the distance. You don't know, you can't pinpoint it exactly. It could be towards the way you're going, but the terrain is starting to get a little bit hillier, and yeah. What would you like to do?
It's more of those guys. How close does it sound?
Make a perception check.
14.
You can't tell exactly. It could be a couple of kilometers away, but it's like it's sort of like occasionally off in the distance you hear like ah or like yeah, sort of, and it sort of like travels over the hills, and it's sort of muffled by the hills itself and the trees and whatnot. You can't really pinpoint.
We should approach cautiously, probably.
Maybe we'll start being stealthy.
I'm not very stealthy.
24.
19.
Sorry, we got you covered.
Just carry me.
So you sort of slow your speed, and you make sure you stay close to the trees and along the hills.
Yep.
And you make your way sort of like the altitude starts to change a little bit. You start to sort of go up a little bit and into the hills, and you can sort of start to hear those voices. Like, actually, let's say it would have been about lunchtime. You might have stopped or something. After lunchtime, you start to hear those voices a bit clearer now. It's possible that you can hear some sort of voice about maybe a kilometer away, maybe even less. If you proceed on, or
We'll proceed on.
Stealthily.
Are they voices kind of getting close to the mountain range, or do they feel like they're not kind of at the mountain range?
you're not at the mountain range. You sort of look up and you can see them in the distance now. They're probably, by the end of today's travel, you'll get to them, like sort of the bottom of them. You are slightly elevated from where the previous travel you've been taking, but yeah, the hills are starting to get bigger, and
And the yelling is still.
yeah, it's a lot
Quite
closer
closer.
now. It's possibly like a kilometer away.
We should probably find out what it is. It might be this orc leader.
Yeah. Stealthily.
So you proceed with caution towards the sound. About 15 minutes later, you're getting a lot closer. There's more yelling and raving and ranting, and one voice sort of starts to become two voices become three, four, and you feel like you're really close, and you're sort of looking through the trees. You're looking for any sort of sign, and you're keeping your heads down. If you want to make a perception check to really sort of pinpoint exactly where you are in orientation to these voices and shouting that's going on.
So everyone keep your eyes out as I do a perception and encourage others to do so.
I will assist if you want to roll it twice.
I will roll it twice. That's better.
So you sort of you stop moving, you kneel down in the brush, and you just listen and you focus your listening. Even closing your eyes can sort of help to really pinpoint the sound. And then once you all three sort of do that, you then sort of open your eyes and focus intently through the shrubs and the trees, and you notice some movement of sort of like shadows of the light coming through the bush in front of you. Approximately, say, like 50 meters ahead, which would be like 100 feet or something.
Can we tell if it's what kind of creature it is, or
You hear the voices, like the shouting and the stuff, and you notice just like movement through the bush.
do you know what kind of like language they might be talking? Like it's a spoken language, or if it's kind of like grunts and something strange?
Let me have a look.
I speak Sylvan and Undergoing.
No, nobody can really make out any of the, like, as if it's any sort of language at all. It's just like yelling and grunting and shouting.
Well, I kind of want to see what it is, what they are. Is everyone okay with me doing that?
Yeah, just don't get too far away from us.
We definitely can't camp here until we probably either deal with it or move a decent.
I'll action to give
beforehand.
key telepathic communication to me. So you can now talk through your mind to me. We're linked.
Is there like a distance on that?
At the moment, I think it's 30 feet.
If that's not gonna work, mine has a 4-mile radius, but only lasts 4 minutes.
How far away are we
I
from
mean,
these
30
voices again?
feet is a good distance to keep within each other.
Yeah.
So I'll move up 30 feet ahead of everyone
Mhm.
to try and get a better look and actually see what we're dealing with. Stealthily, of course.
Roll a perception check and a stealth check. As you're sort of looking for the tree, you really can't tell exactly what it is. It's tall enough to be above your crouching as you go through the bush. So it's possibly like at least like bigger than a dog or something. It could be definitely humanoid in size, at least, possibly. And with your stealth check, you don't want to get any closer because you feel like that sort of the terrain itself is a bit sort of there's a lot of sticks and leaves and whatnot, and you could make a lot more sound if you go a little bit closer. And from there, you can't quite tell exactly what it is, but it's whatever they are. They're tall enough that they're taller than you crouching.
Do they sound like more gnolls that we just recently encountered?
No, you don't hear any yelping or whatnot like when you heard the gnolls. It's more just shouting.
What do you see, Key?
Telepathically think back. Can't quite make it out. They're about humanoid. I don't think they're more gnolls, but there may be gnolls here as well, but I'm uncertain. The environment doesn't suit for kind of a stealthy approach, so I don't know if I go much further, I'll be noticed. So
Are you going to come back to us, or do you want us to come to you?
I guess the question is, do we just go around them, or do we confront them if it is the orc and maybe this orc leader?
I'll
And
relay
guess I'll
that to the
start
team
making-
and ask what their thoughts are.
I'll start making my way back to where everyone else is.
I don't know. How well are you holding up right now, Sarah? If we end up in another fight, are you going to be all right?
I mean, I'm good this morning. We had a long rest, so I'm feeling good to go.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to check how much you were. Obviously, you took a fair beating yesterday.
Yeah. I feel sturdy.
I'll just see if I can get my friend to check if we can get a better vantage point or a better.
Yeah, you got your pixie friend. Maybe they can fly overhead or something.
Yeah. So I'll just get her to stealthily go through the trees and then just see if she can spot what they are.
Stealth and perception check for her.
Advantage, isn't it?
For the perception, yeah.
Wait, hold on. It is
+1, and then the stealth is +3.
plus 3, so 17 for the stealth.
Mhm.
And perception is 18 for the perception.
Isn't
With
the
the
stealth a
stealth-
13?
Yeah, you rolled 10 + 4.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, 13.
Yeah, and
Oh no. Oh, stealth. Hold on. Stealth is plus 3 for.
Yeah, but you've got a +4 on there, so it's one
Oh,
less than what you've added.
Oopsies. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, because you rolled off your
So-
character sheet.
Sorry, didn't see that. Yeah. I should probably roll the normal dice. And the perception is 18.
So she's able to get a little bit closer than Key did,
Yeah.
and can see a little bit better. And it looks like she can make out humanoid shapes on the other side of the bushes.
Oh. Is it like what? They're just in the bushes.
Yeah, you can't get much closer with the stealth check unless you wanted to risk it.
I'll just call her back.
Alright.
Yeah, there's definitely. What'd you say? Two humanoid.
No, just humanoids in general.
Humanoids. Did she see how many?
Nope.
There's at least a couple of people.
I wonder if
Things.
this is close to those bandits that we saw in the other camp. Maybe we are close enough. We're probably a day ahead of schedule, I would have thought, but I think there was a circle in this area. Could be here.
Would it be best for us to have 3 of us sneak up and 1 of us speak to them as such and see if they're friendly, aggressive, and whatnot, and act accordingly?
We don't understand the dialect of what we hear in the yelling, so in terms of communicating with them, we can both speak telepathically. They're within range. Your range is better than mine.
Well, yeah, but when I do it at a longer range, they have to share a language with me.
Oh, see, our one, as long as they can understand a language, then we can communicate with them.
Maybe we approach stealthily ourselves and see if we can get closer.
We need to see what they're actually doing.
Yeah.
Let's go together, like strength in numbers, at least if we need to retreat.
Alright, should we all hoods on and see how cool we can look approaching with the all cloaked up?
Sure.
Hoods up. Fucking 4 hooded figures are going to approach this group.
Real welcoming.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say, are you
Like,
trying to get
yeah.
us killed?
It looks amazing.
So what are you doing? You're moving up stealthily?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone else stealth?
Oh yeah.
19.
That's a pretty
That-
good. That's pretty good for the group.
Geez, 15's our lowest.
You're welcome.
Now, everyone roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh.
Because you have hoods up.
I didn't say I.
Who has a hood up and who doesn't?
I don't have one. I didn't follow.
I have.
Natural
Wait.
one.
Natural 1.
A 3.
15.
Is that a 3 total?
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys are natural 1 is 3
I got a
total.
five total.
5 total.
I rolled 2 separately because I forgot to roll with advantage. Or disadvantage.
So, Aiden, Key, and Sarah. Aiden, Key, Sarah. There it is. Okay, so because you have your hoods up, you're not going to be able to realistically navigate through the brush and try to keep as quiet as you want to. Like, because now your peripheral vision is sort of closed a lot more, and you're having to move your heads a lot more as you move. So your stealth checks go down a little bit, and as it does that, how close up do you guys go?
Until we can see what the noise is
Yeah,
coming from.
So you get to 50 feet out, and as you do that, you notice 2 of them sort of start to, the closest to you, you can sort of see the outlines really well through the trees, but they look like they're still and looking. They look like they could be facing into the trees. They're still and they're not moving.
You can see what they are from this distance.
You can definitely see the outlines. You can't see exactly, but they do look very humanoid, very tough looking, possibly large humans. The skin color is obviously a bit darker than a regular human would, and a bit different color as well.
Based on that, I'm going to lean over and go, I think these might be some orcs.
Gotta be the orcs, right?
Oopsies.
Orcs
This is
or
also-
like some native like species that might be inhabiting like a remote tribe or something. I mean,
you remember? Well, you guys remember what he said?
that
if
orcs
they-
inhabit all here.
Yeah, and if they speak to us first, before they smash our heads in, they're friendly. If they just smash our heads in, they're mean.
So how are you communicating with each other? Sarah, do you cast a spell as you do that to relay in between them?
Nah, it's just like a link. Like it's just an action. It's not like a full cast or anything.
Okay. Are
And
you turning your heads and looking at each other as you're sort of speaking? What are you guys doing?
Guess we're all relaying it all through.
Yeah,
Synchronons.
it's all psychic because I mean mine's back to normal as well, so it can be easily relayed back and forward.
Okay. I'm going to assume you're sort of looking at each other, sort of nodding, something like that.
Yep.
As you guys do that and you're sort of relaying it between you psychically and you're slightly moving your bodies, you notice one of them moves forward towards you. About 20 feet towards you, and now he's only about 30 feet away. The other one is still where he was.
Guess I just hold my position.
I will mind link with the creature and go. We come in peace. And action to give it the ability to communicate back to me. Can I ask what you're doing here from 30 feet? Can we see it? Like
You can pretty much see its outline really well. You can tell that it's definitely an orc.
okay.
You don't know if you're making eye contact. You're not quite sure. But as you sort of do that speech, it lets out a loud yell, like a...
Nah, they're bad ones. I'll say that so everyone's aware.
Fuck.
shit. Oh, we would have heard that shit for sure. Oh. I just caught myself.
Everyone roll initiative.
God.
Now, it's been 3 hours. Do you want to stop there?
I'm happy to do this fight if everyone wants to
let's do
continue.
this.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Yeah,
I'm
let's
happy
do this
to
fine.
continue. Hey, I actually rolled good initiative once.
That makes one of us.
The key situation all over again.
Oh, fucking
Dead
hell.
before I get a turn.
Yeah.
It's funny, Trow, though, when I was a monk, I struggle with my fucking initiative sometimes, and it's massive.
I think they're coming.
While we're looking there, I'm like, look for the one with the crown.
Yeah, which one's the boss?
Where are you? Oh, we're up there. Okay.
I think focus target.
Yeah, which one's the boss?
It doesn't matter. Just take the easiest one. The first one that gets to us that we can all hit. Pick them off one by one. Just
All right, Key, you're up.
Knowing that, hearing that they're bad, I'm just gonna like butt rush this person. Let's go. I am going to. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a straight up action whack.
All right.
18 to hit. I'm assuming hits.
Hits.
Oh, 3 damage. And I'm going to bonus action patient defense for the first round.
All right. That's it.
That is my turn.
A lot of 12s.
their dex higher than a +2.
It's +1. Oh, yeah.
Then Sarah would be first.
Go.
Damn you, Key. I can literally only get to there, so I can't even make it.
That's fine. I got 40 feet. movement.
I'm gonna come out to here and shoot the one that Key's aiming at.
Yep.
Eldritch for 20 to hit
28.
for 8 points damage.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Nope.
This orc's going to use its bonus action to move up to its speed towards a hostile creature that it can see, and he's going to take an attack.
At straight roll.
Why?
Because he's
'Cause
patient
they
patient
defense.
defense.
Just patient defense.
It's a dodge action.
Yeah.
18 to hit.
18 does hit.
They have axes, great axes. Ooh.
Shit.
Was that a 5? That looked like a 1 when it rolled. Anyway. 8 damage.
Oh, that's big.
And
Wow.
that's its turn. Now the other one on the other side of you also rolled the 12. So he's going to attack you as well.
Rolled a 12 to hit.
Nope. It's only a 9 to hit.
Miss. At disadvantage?
Yeah.
Technically. Anyway, it doesn't matter. First one missed.
No,
It's
straight roll.
straight roll because he's still flanking.
Oh, sorry. It's his second attack. Gotcha.
8 and you're up.
He's going to look and go, fuck. Dissonant whispers on the ones either side of Kai, wisdom saving throw 14.
What's the do?
3d6 damage, and they have to run. They use their reaction, and they have to run.
They both fail.
All right, so it's 3d6 damage for both.
And they have to use their reaction to run.
They have to use a
Action?
reaction. No, reaction.
Oh,
it says.
reaction. Okay.
The wording it says, so it's 7 damage to both. If available, they must immediately use their reaction. If available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me. It can't move into anything dangerous, so it's not going to run into a pit or a fire or anything.
It's just one round, or is it? Can he save next turn? What's the deal?
No, it's just the one round. It's literally just get the fuck away.
Anything else?
Attack of opportunity, Key.
Yes, actually, yes. It's. I'm not shoving them. I'm not forcing them. They're reacting and running.
Okay, so one of them dies as he runs away from the psychic damage, and the other one?
I'm actually not going to do it and hold my reaction just in case someone shoots something at me.
Okay. This one further away. He'll move up to his speed to get bonus action to double his speed. Get up next to Key, and he'll take an attack.
Actually, if that other creature did a bonus action, he probably shouldn't have got a second attack.
They didn't second attack. It was just one.
Oh, it was just one. Okay, cool.
This is disadvantage for a 9 to hit. I don't think it hits.
No.
And then Ren, your turn.
Hey, I'm gonna go to here. I'm going to bonus sword dance. Then I'm gonna cast mirror image.
All right. What does it do?
3 illusionary duplicates of myself appear in a space. Until the spell ends, duplicates move with you and mimic your actions, shifting position so it's impossible to track which image is real. You can use your action to dismiss it, illusionary, or dismiss it. Each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20, determine whether the attack instead targets one of your duplicates. If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack.
Yep.
With 2 duplicates, you must roll an 8 or higher. With 3, you must roll 11 or higher.
So they absorb the hit.
Yeah. So
A duplicate's AC equals 10 plus my dexterity modifier, which is 4. If an attack hits the duplicate is destroyed.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. This guy's going to move up to here. Let me check. He probably can't get quite there, so he'll go next to him. He'll make an attack at Key.
Disadvantage.
So it's 11 to hit.
Misses.
All right. The last one will move up. He'll have enough to get behind you, and he'll roll a straight roll and attack you as well. That's 18 to hit.
That hits.
That's 10 damage.
Ooh, I'm looking rough.
Your turn.
All right. So from here, fuck. What do I do? I wish I could have more than one bonus action.
So you're surrounded by orcs at the moment. You patient defense last round. What are you doing this time?
I'm weighing my options.
I know.
I don't really have much else. Fuck, what am I going to do? I'm going to attack one of them. Let's just go the one in front of me. So this one here.
Yep, roll. Hits.
Shit all damage. And then I'm going to bonus action go in between Ren and Sarah. So bonus action Misty Step.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
All right. Sarah.
I am going to action darkness on my necklace, which means the darkness will follow me as like the
Okay.
center point. And then just move sort of to here. And yeah, pretty much just hold. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. I don't have bonus action attack, so no. I'm just going to hold here and give us cover. Sorry, guys. I know you.
That's right. I was kind of hoping for that. I'm on 3 health.
You look a bit rough.
So this orc at the back, he would have seen you cast it.
Mm-hmm.
He probably knows there's 3 of you sort of in the middle of it. He's
Yep.
going to sort of just charge into it.
Yep.
You'll try and take an attack with disadvantage. I'll roll whether it hits Ren or you.
Yep.
11 plus will hit you, I guess.
Okay.
So it hits Ren, and then a disadvantage and attack against Ren for a 9 to hit. I don't think that hits. No, a 10 to hit doesn't hit. This other guy.
Watch out, Ren!
And Aiden, your turn.
Is that darkness covering the 2 to the very south of me, or can I still see them?
You can see this one with half cover, basically, sort of. It's not actually cover, but you can only see half of it.
What if I move to here then? Can I see him?
Yeah, you can see him. Like, you can
Alright.
still see him there. Like,
I'm going to upcast another Dissonant Whispers. So, same thing, 14 Wisdom on the 2 to the very south. The 2 standing next to each other.
14 wisdom. So they both fail. So what does it do? Run away?
So this will now do 4d6 damage for a total of 13 damage to each of them, and yeah, they're both dead the whole lot if they're not dead.
And what?
And they got a reaction; they're full speed away.
So does that reaction just happen on your turn?
So it's
They
basically
take their reaction to run.
So basically,
Okay.
basically
So-
they run and it eats their reaction for some fucking reason.
All right.
Okay.
And
right,
with the
I
rest of my
understand
turn, sorry, I'm going to and hide in the darkness. I'm just going to dive in the bubble.
Ren, your turn.
I'm gonna bonus cast Shadow Blade in my main hand. So I'm holding the my other sword in my bonus hand. In my other hand, my offhand. And then I'm going to make an attack now because so it says here, in addition, when you use a sword at the Shadow Blade in dim light or darkness, you take it with advantage, right? So that means I do a straight roll if I find the creature.
It's magical
says.
darkness, but
It just says darkness, so it doesn't say whether it's magical or non-magical.
the magical darkness is different.
Yeah, generally you would have to specify you could see in magical darkness.
Yeah.
But this doesn't say you can see it. Just say it gives him advantage if he's in darkness. He is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's reliant on you being in darkness.
In darkness.
So, yes.
Yeah.
So yes, I would say
I would
rule
say, I'd say straight roll. Advantage
Yeah.
cancelled out by the fact you can't see.
Straight roll.
Yeah. Straight roll.
Yep.
Shadow Blade roll. Oh, oopsies.
We all just hide in my darkness.
No, you're not going to have advantage, right?
Oh, sorry, oopsies. Sorry, now let me re-roll
just
that.
take the-
So
No,
it's
no,
just
no,
the 5. Just take the 5.
So it's
Five?
11. 11 to hit.
11?
because that was the first one in the bracket.
Oh, yeah, 11 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay, cool. That's my turn.
All right. This one who has some health, who ran away last time, he's going to see his friend sort of charge in and do the same sort of thing. And he'll make a disadvantage attack against Ren. So it's a plus 17 to hit on Ren.
Shield. Oh, no. Shield.
Okay.
Do you still have your clones up? Doesn't it mean he has to roll to try and hit a clone?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're done. Sorry.
So 17 to hit, you can use your clone thing. You got to roll above a 6 or something, right?
Yeah, above a 6.
And or you could shield. It doesn't matter, either one.
One less spell slot used.
8.
So it hits one of your things, right?
Points, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta hit the 14 though. I believe.
Yeah, you hit the 14.
Yeah,
'cause
I
he was
hit
gonna
you with the initial
for
hit.
17.
And then because it initially hit you, it goes off onto your other guy. And
Yeah,
because you rolled above the thing, it destroys one of your things. So I think you have 2 left. And then next time you get hit, the DC of that roll will go up, I believe. That's how it works,
Yeah,
right?
it goes from a
Yeah,
6 to an
yeah.
8 now, I think.
Okay. This guy on the left, he's going to see everyone just run into this thing. He's going to charge straight ahead and do the same sort of thing. Disadvantage against Ren. And it's an 11 to hit. I don't think that hits.
Nope.
And Key's turn.
They're all in the bubble. They're right in front of me and Ren.
I'm going to bash my my fist together, and I'm going to cast my astral self and summon my arms. So it's a 14 dex check on all 3 of them because they're within 10 feet of me.
Do you have to be able to see him? Or is it just...
No, well, it's just a dex check. It's just like an AoE with its arms spin around me, and I just choose to not hit you guys. I'll double check it. I'll look at it right now.
Could we say that you can't necessarily choose not to hit everyone around you
that's
because
what
you
I
can't see?
Well,
That's-
it says you can spend 1 key point to summon their arms when you each creature
That you
of
can
your choice.
see.
You can't
See
see.
within 10
That
feet.
you
You
can
can't-
see within
You
10
can't
feet of
see
you.
anything. It's blindness, yeah.
Try, you'll find most saving throws require you to see.
Sees, yeah.
All my fucking spells. Are
Unless it's an
switched on like
AoE that you're just dropping and hits everyone. That's the big thing, because you won't be able to pick who you're picking because you can't see
I
anyone.
guess I just.
Sorry, guys.
That's right. I'm just going to cast it, but can I just not choose to not hit anyone because I can't hit anyone? Or I just won't cast it?
You can't cast it because you can't see.
Yeah, but I can still summon my armor, but just not. I choose nobody because I can't see anyone.
What's
yeah,
it?
yeah. I would say that sounds
So
fair.
you're just taking the armor
called?
buff, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I-
taking the armor buff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't see why. Yeah, I can't see why you couldn't.
What's the ability called?
Arms of Astral Self summon.
Yeah, no.
You can't pick anyone, so you can't see. So that you just get the other side of that effect.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the arms would appear. You just can't
Yeah.
hit them with the
Yeah.
fucking AOE thing.
Yeah, you still have the special arms. You can use your wisdom in place of strength. Yeah, you just don't do that save throw, I guess.
Yeah, just don't do the AoE damage. That's cool. All right, so I use that as my bonus action, which is a key point. And you said there was one in front of you guys, so I'm just gonna take my arms and just kind of grab you by the back and just punch in front of you with 10 feet reach.
Well, it's basically 10-foot cover, full cover in front of you though, so it'll be +5 to the AC, and disadvantage because of darkness.
Okay.
Because you're trying to hit around one of us, yeah.
Well, Maestro thinks I think they just hit through whatever, but that's okay.
Okay, let's pick that you hit the one in front of Sarah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
So roll.
With disadvantage.
And yes, regardless.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that was action bonus action.
Yeah, that was me.
Sarah.
Just gonna swing for. Oh wait, with advantage. My bad.
The one in front of you?
Yeah. So 17 to hit.
Yes.
It's. That is 12 points of damage.
You did.
And I'm gonna swing around, which means this goes.
Listening out for the sound of like grunting and that follows you. Can I see that one that's half hanging out now?
Yeah, you can see him.
I'm just gonna look at him, smile, and be like, "Oh, you're done fucked up." And I want to hit him with I want to try this. I want to try Tasha's mind whip. It's a intelligence saving throw.
Mistakes are made.
15.
Oh, he saves. It's a half damage of this. Oh, that was pathetic. I'm gonna like, huh, and run back in the darkness.
Watch your step, Aiden. There's one on the ground there. Giving away my position.
Ren.
Slice first with my shadow blade.
Who you hit it?
The one in front. Me, this one.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Straight
Straight because it's the Shadow Blade.
shadow.
Oh,
Shadow.
yep. Yeah, 18 hits.
18 hits. Oh yeah. Oh no, oopsies. Sorry, wrong roll. My bad.
You did.
Then this one will be disadvantage because it's normal.
Yep.
To your right, Red. No, your other right. Yeah, that way.
Hits?
That's a pretty good roll.
Can't hear.
Yeah, no, he just keeps clicking the wrong thing.
No, because something
He just
happened
did
to
it
my
again.
my net's going weird, man. It's I don't know what it's doing.
Firebolt. No,
Sorry.
sword swing.
Sorry, my screaming fun.
That'd just be a straight 4 though, wouldn't it? Is that your offhand, or is that your main hand?
No, it'll just be straightforward.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
He's gonna say, "Fuck you," and attack you straight back. And 10 misses. Key.
Right. Knowing that I can see this guy, or can I see this guy technically?
Yeah, you can very slightly see that he's sticking out of the edge of the shadow there.
Worst case, you could hear him curse
Yeah,
in that general
you can hear-
direction.
Alright, so he's within 10 feet, so I'm going to action strike.
Yep.
Oh, a natural 20
Hits.
for 8 damage.
His head sticking out.
He's looking rough.
It's just randomly sticking out of the
Actually, try. Isn't that 14 damage? That's natural 20. Sorry, 12 damage.
Well, it already calculated it. It's the 2
Oh.
dice, because it rolled 2d4s as opposed to 1,
I'm slow. Yeah, good.
plus 4. No, I don't think I can bonus action strike use my 10 feet range, so it's just a standard strike. So we'll say I moved up for that.
You did.
I think you can do the 10-foot try. It says all your unarmed things get 5 great.
Yeah,
unarmed strikes.
I don't see it in the bonus action section, so I'll have to look it up.
Fair enough.
It sometimes it's just D&D Beyond. That's why.
It could be, but I didn't want to play the advantage of it just yet. I'm pretty sure you're right. I can do it for all attacks.
They all dead.
Yep.
Huh.
They all look like they're dead.
I wouldn't know. I'm in darkness. Are they dead?
I think
Where'd
so.
you go, Sarah? you disappeared again.
I'm here. I promise.
Oh,
I'm just
Yeah.
this glowing orb is the orb of darkness is going to be following me for a bit.
I walk all the way out until I can see outside of it. Do I see any more?
I'm trying to walk out, but
Wait,
as
wait, wait.
Sarah's moving, so am I.
I would like to perceive and see if I can see anything. Everyone hide in the darkness. all that they can see is a black orb sitting in the middle of a field.
What is this?
Look, everyone
Sound
put your
of-
hand on me so like you can keep track. Not there, Aiden.
I'm pretty fucked up.
Oh, okay. Key.
What are we doing?
We're perceiving to see if there's any other threats before we find a
Well,
place.
you're the only one who could probably perceive because we're all in darkness.
Yes.
No one can perceive shit.
I perceive that there's a lot of black going on here.
I see with an 8.
No, you don't really see anything.
Do any of these look like a leader, Sarah? Oh, that's a question. Not a statement from the
Not a
DM.
statement. DM, do any of these look like leaders? Are they wearing any like bone necklaces or feathers or?
Not really. They're all pretty similarly dressed. Hide armor with great axes. And spear on their back. Javelin on their back.
Do we want to get somewhere safe so he can rest and maybe drag these
Yeah.
corpses away so they're not just laying in the middle of the field?
Are they?
Let's
are they
let's
heavy?
drag them back to cover.
Okay.
Like
Do we want to take any of their weapons?
just take the whole thing.
Maybe some javelins might be nice. I could use
Alright,
them.
I'll stand here
potentially.
as a barrier while you drag them back to the.
Why do you get the idea that I'm much stronger than you? I really can't carry these things.
Because
Oh.
I said to Kai, hey Kai, can you use these spears as well that I was holding?
How many javelins are there? Not spears, but I can take the javelins.
Each of them has a javelin.
So 5 javelins.
Alright, well, if they all look the same, I'm not even going to bother. I assume they've got no I'm gonna look. Fuck it.
I want to weigh up if the great axes will be worth more than the spears and the glaive that I got.
What?
The great axes that they're carrying.
What about him? What?
I want to do like a Skyrim weigh up to see if they'll be worth more than the glaive and the spears.
It's trying to see.
Well, there's
availability
five.
To see.
There's 5 great axes.
He wants to know which is potentially gonna
Yeah,
sell for a better price.
yeah. I want
Something's
to
better quality.
investigate.
Two of them look like they're not as rusty as the others.
Okay, I'll take 2 great axes.
All right. So now you're carrying 2 great axes, a glaive, and 2 spears.
Under the cover of darkness, we'll start checking the corpses for other little bits and bobs.
I'll think about it and go. Maybe I'll just drop it.
Yeah. So if you're gonna carry all those, it'll be disadvantage on stealth checks.
Yeah, that's fair.
And just a 14 for investigating the bodies for any clues or signs or maps or things and bits and bobs or markers or interesting doodads.
They got
I'm
some
gonna-
dry jerky on them.
Ew, not eating orc jerky.
I'm gonna go off to the tree line and start a short rest.
I'll go keep an eye on him while he's doing that.
Yeah, I'll stand next to them and wait for. Say, oh my god.
Hey guys,
What?
I couldn't find
Is that
anything of
what?
venison jerky if you want. So I'll just
I'm
like
just-
I'll poke the jerky into Aiden's face. Like, do you want some jerky? You just feel like this.
See this like this dome or like an area of blackness going towards us. We're like,
Run! Like
Yep.
Indiana Jones, with, like a big rock chasing us.
And more consuming.
I'll eat the jerky.
I'll notice that like having the glaive and the spears on me was like actually pretty clunky, so I'll drop them.
All right. So what are you carrying still of those things?
I'm not carrying any of the weapons I picked up before, so
Okay.
I'm carrying nothing. I would have just yeah. Maybe I would have tried.
I
to
would
break
take the weapons back to the corpses and make it look like they had like a fight with each other and have like their hands holding the axes as like they're embedded on each other and like a glaive that probably doesn't even match like coming from somewhere else and just try to look like they all got in a big fight with each other.
Okay. So an hour passes. Short rest.
All right, rolling some hit die.
I'll do arcane recovery as well during that short rest.
I don't think I get anything back on a short rest.
I get lots.
No.
I get all my key points, all that kind of shit.
Don't brag, we won't get him.
Do you want to end there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All resting.
Yeah.
Jeez, that fucking whisper spell was a lot more useful than I thought it was
That's
going to be.
hectic.
I can't
Yeah.
believe it provokes opportunity attacks.
That is hectic.
That's pretty cool, man. Does that? I'm wondering if that works with Booming Blade.
Yeah, well, that's so. Like
No, because booming blades push back, so pushbacks don't. But if a creature like moves on its own accord.
No, I think what he means is if he's booming blade him and I make him run with that, will it set off the boom? Which I'd say yeah.
Oh yeah, because of the
That's what I
movement.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because they're just running, it's not pushing them or forcing them as such.
Yeah.
They're just running it. Yeah, I didn't. Honestly, God, I didn't even pick that spell. That came with the fucking class.
That's sick, man. If you I will Booming Blade the hell out of every creature that you do it. Hmm. Actually, you know what? That darkness saved our life, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so
It saved
sad in my
my life because I almost died.
It's so
Well,
weird
yeah.
that it's so weird that we have that cohesion like as a team, even though it's like a weird like class range. Like
It kind of gimps you all with your attacks. It gimps theirs as well, though, which is
Yeah, and
beneficial
that's
for
kind of
me.
what I was hoping
Yeah,
for.
I can't emphasize enough. Like nearly all of my spells are saving throws. You gimp the fuck out of me because I can't see anything.
But
it
that's
only
why I put
half.
it on myself this time, so I could run out of them, so you can see one, and and then you can run back into the darkness. That worked.
That way, well, I'm so shattered my fucking because Mind Whip's amazing. Like it, if I hit them with it, it does 3d6 damage, and they have to pick. They can only move, attack, action, or bonus action. Only one of them on their next turn.
Wow.
My shadow blades still work in the darkness though.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
worked.
that-
Yeah, that was cool.
And if I, while I was looking up how Trev's arms worked for him, I realized that Trev, you'll be able to see in that darkness as well at level 6.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah.
He can see in magical darkness.
That's why I made the comment. I don't feel like I can do it now, but
One
in the
day,
future
yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm always going to be blind.
We'll get you something for that.
I'll find some goggles or something.
This goggles. Oh
No, they won't work in magical darkness,
Yeah.
but they'll work in normal darkness.
no. That was awesome. That was pretty good sesh. Thanks, Sam.
Yeah,
Thanks,
good
Sar.
stuff,
Yeah. Thanks for almost killing me.
To
To be fair, I ran out there, and it was all on me.
To be fair, you actually came closer to dying when you weren't here.
Yeah,
But
you went down.
You, yeah.
But you were already up there.
Yeah, you went
Yeah.
pretty far out, man.
Well, I knew I had a teleport, but it was just a shit initiative, so it would have
Yeah.
been better. In
I know,
if
you
I
were
was
the very last, like, one of the last creatures, so
Like-
everything just, like, wailed on you.
yeah.
Fucking mirror image saved the hell out of me, man.
It's hectic.
So, yeah, can you swap out spells or something?
Every level, like,
Is it just spells, or can you swap out your?
I can
The-
swap one spell per
Is Sam
level,
muted?
and I can also
'Cause I
swap
can't hear
my, my Eldritch, evocation.
Evocations.
I was gonna say because I could have sworn like last session your Eldritch Blast was doing more damage.
Yeah, but I swapped it at level 3 to give my packed weapon more damage to enhance pack weapon.
Oh no, I figured that was the case. I was just like, because I noticed when they're thinking, I'm like, oh,
I had to double check it because I wasn't sure. I knew to do the spell, but I wasn't sure about the Eldritch evocation or whatever they're called.
Well, you only get like fucking like 2 cantrips, like 3 spells, don't you?
Yeah. So it's one spell per level I can swap, and then same with the evocation. I can pick one to swap to something else.
But as you level, your spell slots actually grow, so everything is upcast, isn't it?
Well, no, my spell
Everything.
slots don't grow. The level I cast my spell at does.
Yeah.
So
What I mean-
I only have 2 spell slots all the way up until level 10.
Yeah, but what I mean is, if you took a level 1 spell now and cast it, it'd get cast at level 2 because that's your highest spell slot
Yep.
level,
Yeah.
which is actually pretty cool.
It's still only like half of what a wizard spell
Yeah.
levels of spell could be cast at, though, I think.
Yeah, well, like I've got 4 firsts and 2 seconds right now, and like
He won't be able to cast seconds until.
no, he can cast seconds.
Yeah, no, all my spells cast at
Okay.
second level.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it caps out at 5, though, right?
Yeah, but then they start getting like at level like where you would normally get level 6, they get like I think it's called like fucking pact magic or something, and they get
It's like packed ice or something. Some weird thing.
and it's
they
like it's like another spell slot, but it's not. It's called something else.
They get
it's
to
weird.
use wizard stuff.
Yeah, but the level of the spells never get higher than 5.
The
No.
level of their
Yeah.
spell slots never get higher than 5. They do eventually get 9th level spells. They just part cast them a different way.
Yeah, that's how I was able to get when I was the level 20 warlock. I got true polymorph.
It's weird. Like once
There's a
you hit
bunch of other things, yeah, that give you spells and stuff like that. I can use like my hex, like pack slots for other things as well, like other evocation abilities and
the evocations are cool. The one you got is fucking sick. The
Well,
Devil's Sight.
darkness combo with Devil's Sight is like highly defensive.
Yeah, like it's just it fucks your whole team as well.
I know. Well, until the Triarch gets his magical vision as well, and it doesn't mean like enemies won't have it as well, but it for mass hordes like this, on the assumption that they won't all be able to see through magical darkness,
Oh no, I truthfully I like it because we can, if we know how to do it, we just pop out, do our thing, and then pop back in to get safe.
That's actually pretty good, though.
It's actually not too dissimilar to what Sar used to do with the fog cloud, to be honest, except he couldn't see anything either. Like early Moloch
Took a
TLA.
took a page out of Moloch's book.
Well, to be fair, Moloch got knocked out once his entire time and never died, so staying alive's probably his forte.
Look, as far as combat goes, I think we did it all right there. We sort of recovered pretty quickly after that whole try getting caught in that little thing.
We took the bait.
Yeah.
Is Sam muted? I feel like he's been talking for ages and we haven't heard him say a thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
he did say
no.
something before.
Oh, okay.
But he has been quiet. I think he's researching something.